and gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Night Raw! TikTok lights and the panels live. Everybody shouting just to survive. Wild claims flying through the air. No curvature, NASA means to deceive. Talking louder, talking fast. Nobody wants the questions asked. Spinning stories, pushing hard, while spooky music plays in the dark. Round and round and round we go. Every week it's another shit show. Sunday Night Raw. Step into the fight. Microphones blazing in the neon light. Sunday Night Raw. Everybody's talking fast, but at the end of the day, though, it's all bollocks, mate. Panels packed with mystery men, talking circles again and again. Perspective density, do your own research. Meanwhile, somebody's eating crisps in a t-shirt. Spooky soundtrack creeping in like a low-budget horror film. But every claim falls right apart the moment someone asks, "Where's your map?" Cue the music, cue the chaos, cue somebody yelling over everyone else. Right, hold on. 2 points of rotation. No, let him answer. Freddy, shut the fuck up a minute! Explain sunsets. Sunday Night Raw. The chaos never stops. Every claim gets body slammed from the top. Sunday Night Raw. Everybody talks so fast, but at the end of the day, though, it's all bollocks, in it. Sunday Night Raw. Sunday Night Raw.
There. See, didn't expect that, did you? Right, so, yeah, because I was 1 minute late, I thought I would cut out the countdown bit. So, I've had a bit of a change of plans today. Right. I had it all sorted. This is raw, allegedly, right? But I had it all sorted out. I had some things, something that I recorded last night. Tron being an absolute bellend. Flurf on Flurf action it was, right? Tron turning the whole room against a flat earther because they didn't agree with him. They were probably right. He was a dickhead, to be fair. But Flurf on Flurf action's always worth seeing. Then I found an old thing of Flat Earth Reconnaissance versus Josh Monday, is it? That's supposed to be going with Max and Jaren to do the observations of the sun in the south and the north. I think they've already done the north, have they? No, they're doing the south. Max is going with them. However, whilst I was setting up, whilst I was uploading all of this stuff, I thought I'd have a bit of a fuck around on the talk of tick. It's kind of like try and wind some people up in case we go flurf fishing today. By the way, super chat goal set. I'm pointing there. That is there for me. Right? If we're going to go flurf fishing, we need it there. Obviously, buymeacoffee.com/whatcast counts. Memberships count. Everything counts. Right? Just super chat goal is the easiest way to describe it. Regardless, I saw this live. There was a live that had Tron in it. Scott Flat Earth is the host. Right? And this, it's not very often I'll get pissed off. Right? Usually this is all fun and games for me. I don't really care. So I thought I'd just go in and see what's what. Might be, you know, something to record and show tonight. There it is. We don't need this in the background. Right. So there you can see. So this is my prompt at the top here. Flat Earthers are cowards. That's what I'm going to use if we get on the Talk of Tick, because Earth isn't not flat. Isn't really. It isn't really triggering enough, I don't think. And they are cowards. And I will explain. Well, I won't explain. I'll let you see for yourself. I have named this video file Cunt Earthers. Right, just to let you know how pissed off it made me. Now, there you see I've joined there. Whatcast joined at the bottom. That's just when I came in. And Tron is doing his usual, I will only talk, I will not listen. I will only talk about this one thing that I think I know about. And I won't talk about anything else. And there is a guy in here, I believe it's Max, this guy here, is desperately trying to talk about anything else other than this ridiculous thing that Tron thinks he knows about, because this guy's not really particularly well versed in that, but he's got other things he wants to talk about. I think I'll just get this Flat Earthers are cowards off the screen for now. That'll be there later if we get on the Talk of Tick. This is the Talk of Tick, yes, but I'm not on there live. So let's see exactly how everyone else here is a Flat Earther. Let's see exactly how these cowards, and that's why I just put that up. Flat Earthers are cowards. They are all cowards. There is no exceptions. Tron has the audacity, and you'll see me. Look out for what I'm typing on this and see where it goes, right? By the way, get your likes in early. 9 likes, 2 the dislikers always get in early, by the way. But the likers never seem to. Cheers, guys. Appreciate that. Right, let's roll on.
They didn't have ring laser gyros. They didn't have AHRs. They had nothing.
No, you just got to maintain altitude, dude. Maintain altitude.
Then what made the aircraft follow the curvature?
Right, we're doing the aircraft following the curvature again. Oh, hang on a minute. Is Wayne in here? Right, Dick Wayne, you would be the... Flat Earthers are cowards, by the way. I should have kept that up, shouldn't I? Shall I keep it up? There. For anybody that might want to join, let's put the link in the chat quickly. Enjoy calling out haters, really. Let me know. Let me see. Let's see if you can be intellectually honest, wank, and see what you think about this. What I'm about to show and the way that they go about themselves in this live. They're so courageous. Fluff cowards. Click here. There you go, and pin. Right there. Let's see what if Dick Wank has any honesty in him whatsoever.
I mean, I have an answer to that.
What made an aircraft follow the curvature back then? You only had a few. You only had a few choices.
Yeah, atmosphere density depends on altitude. Duh.
I mean, I have an answer.
And so if that happens,
there he is. Scott
why does
Flat
it not
Earth.
show on the things that it's supposed to be showing on?
Hello,
like
cats.
an attitude indicator and the pitch data report. It doesn't show.
Oh, you want to follow me, do you, wank? Well, I always knew you was a bit of a bitch. Beta bitch, a follower. That's you. I'm a leader, me. Do you want me to lead you into decency? You've probably got the wrong leader if you want me to do that, wank. But I do have testicles, which is why I do these lives and challenge anybody to come talk to me. Whereas people like you know, beta males, cucks, wankers, people like you just sit in other people's comment sections typing bollocks with no bollocks whatsoever. You have no bollocks, so you have to type bollocks. Got it.
I don't know why we're even talking about this.
I agree. We should be talking about if the Earth's a globe or not, which I'm
Statham, not Stratham. Fuck's sake, Cats. You're supposed to be a teacher.
ready to do.
Oh, tie on a leg. Yeah. By the way, tie on a leg. says, wank juice from D-Baby and me. D-Baby, bit of a looker. Ty, got to be honest, your bird is hot stuff. Ovaries are not testicles, sorry. You're telling me there, wank. You're telling me.
The Earth's been measured flat.
No, it has not.
And flight mechanics.
No, it has not. Here, allow me to show you how it has not been measured flat.
Flight mechanics has already destroyed the entire heliocentric world of it being a globe and of it being in motion, sir.
Cool.
It's not cool.
Yeah, what he means is, this guy says endlessly, by the way. I'll concede that point. Now can I make a point? No, you can't. No, you can't. Listen, it is cringe.
Prove it doesn't.
I'm about to. Can I get the big box, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ooh. All right. So here is the flat Earth model that, people have seen. Okay? Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you measurements that have been made of the Earth. Okay? This is Vancouver, Canada to Santiago, Chile in miles. Okay? So it's 6,500 miles.
Reference that AI quote. Reference it.
This is funny.
Where's it coming from? What's the reference that the AI is giving you?
I mean, it's just a measurement. You want me to use a different website?
See who's in the chat there. Flatamir9. That is V Diddy. V Diddy in the chat with lots of fake laughing emojis pretending. Another one that is an absolute coward and runs from any kind of conversation. Dick Wank, bearing in mind, like Dick Wank in the chat here, bearing in mind Dick Wank is a massive bitch, a complete coward, a pussy, and everything else that you could ever, label him with. He's still one of the most courageous flat earthers. Because he, at least, even though he doesn't realise how much he gets absolutely annihilated every time he clicks anyone's link, at least he clicks it. At least he tries to. He gets humiliated because he's got the fetish. But at least he clicks it. So well done, Wank, for being, even with no testicles, you still have more than the rest of your cult. Yeah, no, he's there. He has creative forces too. That is Dick Wank.
No, get a reference point. You're going to AI. Get a reference. What's AI referencing?
Is air miles calculator? Is that good?
Get a reference point, sir. If you're going to quote from AI, give us the references that AI is getting. Where is it getting it from? What if it's not correct?
Well, I'm going to guess it's air miles calculator or travel math. Or distance calculator or geodatos.
Max, if I can show you that I got my AI to say the Earth is flat, are you going to believe it if I show it on my screen?
But he's literally showing all of the references now, Tron. What are you not following here? He's literally showing all of the references that you just asked him to. Show the references. Okay, here's pages and pages of them. Yeah, anyway, doesn't mean anything. Why did you ask for the references then?
Yeah, but these are just measurements. And how many?
But if I show you AI, where my AI says the Earth is flat, are you going to believe it?
Yeah, but how many websites do you want me to show you?
I'm going to try one more time. If AI and ChatGPT that I work with say the Earth is flat and stationary, are you going to believe it if I put it on my screen in the big box?
If you showed me like 100 of them.
All right.
Yeah, like he's showing you. Scroll, 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 scroll. Exactly what you asked for, Tron. And what a surprise, it didn't make any difference.
You're going to have to show us about 100 of these. Let's get started.
All right, I'm on page 2.
Hurry up.
All right, I'm on page 2 now.
You use AI, but if I use AI to prove the Earth is flat and stationary in ChatGPT, well, nobody wants to hear it.
That is Google. AI was the first point. You then asked for references. He then gave you pages of them, and he asked you which one to click on. Now you're saying it's still AI.
So what kind of bull?
I don't think you can do that.
I've already done it. I do it every day.
Allow me to do what I'm doing.
And I'm writing it in the chat there.
It's up to the host.
Be mindful of everything I write in the chat here and what ends up happening to me.
Done it thousands of times. It's very easy to do.
I'm on page 3 now. Okay, so anyways, it's about 6,500 miles. I'm on page 3, and it's still 6,500 miles. Okay.
So what?
Okay, well, I'll show you why that this matters. Okay.
Why does it matter? How does it make a plane drop 32 miles
Okay,
in a 500-mile
we're
trip?
talking about measurements.
Tron still doesn't understand flight dynamics. Poor Tron. Tron would never Tron would never even have the courage to type anything in my chat. He sits there watching me, but he never has any courage. Again, how weedy and pathetic must these TikTok flat earthers be when Dick Wayne types in my chat and has actually spoken to me? Like the biggest bitch ever, Dick Wayne has got more courage than any of these people.
Right, but I'm talking about how does a pilot fly in a straight line or a curved line? If he's flying over a globe, then he would be having to fly in a curved line. But they say they can fly in a straight line, and they fly that way for hours at a time. What is going on, sir? You can't fly both. They can't fly straight and curved at the same time.
I'm gonna continue with what I'm doing.
No. I'm gonna drill this home. How do they fly in a straight line, which would be over a flat surface, and a curved line, which would be over a curved surface, at the same time? It's one or the other.
I've literally heard Tron have this explained to him 5 times a day for 3 years.
If they're flying over a globe, sir, they're not going to be flying straight and level over a flat surface or a straight line. They're going to be flying over a globe.
Yeah.
So then let's have the evidence that they're flying over a globe. Pitch data says...
It does, doesn't it, wank? Because here you are in my chat, being gaslit. That won't work on me, whilst responding to everything I say.
Is they're not. Attitude indicators say they're not. And all your dish teams cannot get around. I'm saying this for the chat. Everybody in the chat, look these things up. This is real life flying.
Oh, look, it's Ludwig. Ludwig, why don't you click my Flurf Cowards link down there? Look at that. Do you want to do that, Ludwig? Prove that you're not a coward.
Real life information, life and death information, if a pilot pretends that it's not true what I'm saying. And I'm not backing off.
Give me the big box.
I'm not backing off of any of this stuff.
And my answer to you is planes fly at 35,000 feet, and that's very high in the sky.
When do they fly at 35,000 feet? They don't always fly at 35,000 feet.
Yeah, they fly up, and then they reach that altitude, and then they go flat from there. But it's not actually flat.
Not all aircraft pilots fly at 35,000 feet.
I mean, that's true, but
they might fly at 10,000 feet, dude. You're talking about,
but even 10,000.
Dawn in the house, my mate from over there on the Tokla tick. This is a good one, Dawn. Watch this. So Dawn says for the $4.99, thong. It's Trong. Terrible to hear him first thing when I wake up, but happy to see you. Cheers. Appreciate that, Dawn. Thank you very much. Get it off of here. Nice one. Listen to Tron the Coward.
1,000 feet is really high.
Airliners might do that. You know, the big airlines flying from, New York to California.
Yeah.
But so not all pilots. I mean, not all aircraft.
Okay, so even 10,000 feet is really high in the sky. And
is it really high?
It is really high, yes.
But then how do they fly in a straight line and a curved line at the same time?
My answer is they don't. They pitch down a little bit.
Whoa.
And then when you look at the pitch data over 1,000 miles, you just can't really see.
Here's the problem.
You're wrong, Max.
What? I agree with you, Max. I agree with you. The problem is all the pilots that we talk to say the opposite. They say they never.
You have an honest job. You say the same shit every time. Just to let you know something, Dick Wank, that I've told you before and you don't believe me, and I don't care, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have 3 jobs. 3.
Dip the nose down and then.
All right. So, are we going to talk about flight pitch data? Like, how long are we going to do this?
We're going to keep talking and I'm going to keep teaching you.
Because I was asked to come up here to prove that the Earth's a globe, not how pilots fly. So whenever
I was asked to come up and talk about flight. I didn't request up. I was asked to talk about it. Now you got somebody that's challenging you, and brother, with all due respect,
but I want to challenge you now.
So
let me know.
With what?
Let me talk.
Okay, if you want to challenge me, or will you concede?
All right, I'm ready to challenge you, sir.
Will you concede first that you know nothing about flight mechanics, attitude indicators, or anything?
Okay. I know I'm not a pilot. I don't know anything about that. You are correct, sir.
And you've never looked at a real.
This is what you have to do. This is perfect. They're never going to concede this point, no matter what you say to them. So just say, yeah, okay, you can have that point now, and then mention the other million things that they won't be able to answer that they run away from. Propagandizing for YouTube is not an honest job. Sorry, even 3 times. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Dick Wank. I'm not interested. I don't do any of this to impress you. But, you know, you're impressed by... who's your flirf daddy? Who is Dick Wank's flirf daddy? I don't think I've never paid enough attention to know. But I'll be curious to know whose cock he's sucking.
Ever looked at a real pitch data sheet before?
Sir, I just said I'm not a pilot and I don't know anything about flight mechanics. Now let's move on.
Oakley. Oh, is that why you don't like me? Oh, let's make you feel at home, shall we? If you love a bit of Oakley, try not to come.
It doesn't have lips.
Oh yeah, try not to come.
Sounds like cognitive dissonance to me, mate. Violated by gas.
I've got one that will get you off. Wank.
Bouncy balls, mate. Bouncy balls, mate. Bouncy balls, mate. Bouncy balls, mate. Mute, you stupid bastard. Table manners, you are all scum. So maybe change the subject. Why
don't you go and get your coward? Why don't you go and get your coward flirf daddy, Oakley, to come into this here live and have a conversation? There's a link right there that your flirf daddy could definitely come and impress you with the wank. I bet he don't. No mute button here for Jokeley. Earth is measured flat. Yeah, monkey teeth alert. That was a really bad impression of him, considering I'm from the same place as him. But that's the best I could do it as cunt.
Now, have you ever looked at an actual pitch data sheet before?
Sir, I'm not a pilot, and I don't know anything about flight mechanics.
I got one that, oh, it's a lie, is it? Go get him then. Let's see if it's a lie. Go hit him up. Hit up your flirf daddy and see if he comes here and clicks that link. I'll bet you £1 million he doesn't.
It doesn't have lips.
So you've never seen an actual pitch data report, right?
Sir, you have owned me, okay?
Max,
now it is my turn to challenge you.
No, you're going to say that you've never seen what you're trying to explain. You've never seen a pitch data report, and you don't know how an attitude indicator works. You have to.
I haven't seen either of those because I'm not a pilot.
Hey, Dick, how long... I've been in this fight longer than any of you losers. Yeah, you didn't get any better at it. That's even worse. It's not much of a flex, is it? Goddammit, I've been doing this much longer than you, and I'm still fucking shit at it and get destroyed everywhere I go instantly. How many times have you been destroyed by me now, Dick? I think it was...
5 times!
Wasn't it?
5 times!
I think so.
No, it's because you've never studied it.
Okay, you know what I have studied? What I'm trying to challenge you on now. Let me know.
Well, no, it's over. We've already won. How can you're trying to go away from the real world of flight?
Yeah,
watch the chat in this. Watch the chat. Yeah, I'll move it up a bit so you can see the chat. In particular, watch Luke Flatwalker, right? Or Luke Cuntwalker. You don't need to see the top of it. Just watch the chat here, right?
Of flight mechanics, and you're trying to shift over to something that has nothing to do. Will you also concede that a pilot would have...
Is Robert Williams having a pop at me, Robert? When the narcissist in you shows up, this is what we're listening to. The narcissist. I'm a bit of a twat. I'm definitely not a narcissist.
Have to fly in either a straight line or a curved line. They can't fly both at the same time.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, is it my turn?
No. Are you conceding that a pilot needs to have to... If they're flying over a globe, they have to fly in a curved line. If they're flying over a flat surface, they got to fly in a straight line. You can't do both, bro.
Okay, sir, I already told you owned me, and I'm not a pilot, and I don't know anything about flight mechanics.
Then welcome to Flat Earth. What more?
Okay, now it's my turn to
There's
have
nothing
you
to-
be
there's nothing to-
welcomed
there's
to the
nothing to talk
globe,
about.
sir.
No, wait a
You
second.
just got
There's
welcome to
nothing
Flat
to talk
Earth,
about.
dude.
It's
You just
over.
Okay, I'm
It's
ready.
over.
Look, listen to how much Tron is desperately trying to not let Max say anything because he knows he can't win any argument at all, ever, unless it's about... it doesn't even win the plain argument, to be fair. It just knows that his followers are too stupid to see that he's lost. So you may as well just concede them that. I'm going to constantly show them the video that I put up the other day. Someone explaining exactly how that works. Every time anyone asks me, I'm just going to play that and sit back and have a beer. Because I can't be bothered to talk to these dicks anymore.
All right, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready.
I want him to talk about their model. Oh, they haven't got one, have they? Sorry.
It's game over, brother.
You just
Done.
conceded.
It's not over. We just need
It
to move
is
on.
over. You got
No.
nothing.
Conceded
Not
that your
quality.
model
You
is
think you
fake.
can go to AI and AI is going to bail you out, but AI can't bail you out on this one.
It's not AI. It's countless pages.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So here's the. All right.
He knows it's not AI. Hang on. So CMS has sent a super chat here. It's Grandpa SSUM. I don't know who that is, to be honest. That's where Dickie gets all his talking points. I'm a bit of an expert on Dickology. Oh yeah, you done a video on Dick, didn't you? That was funny, actually. Pretty catchy song as well. Congratulations, Dick got a song made about you.
Here's the flat Earth model that we all know. Okay.
I would just drop him. Why would we want to? Why would you give this guy the
I don't
time?
play.
Did you hear that? Why don't we just drop him? Just drop him, host. This host, by the way.
That model. Does anybody on the panel
Foolishness.
claim that model?
I don't claim it as a model.
Yeah, I don't claim that as a model either.
Did anyone hear that? Tron. So they're showing the Gleason's map. This guy's showing it. You know what they're all saying? That's not my model. Can anybody tell me, when this goes down a second, can anybody guess what Tron uses as his picture? Anybody guess?
So that's
Is that intellectually honest? Dick Wank, are you going to be honest about this? There's Tron. That you see where it says Tron there and what his little picture is? The very map that Max just had up there, that Tron said it's not his model, whilst presenting that. What are you going to say about that? Is that intellectual honesty, or is that outright ridiculousness?
fallacy.
You don't know how big our Earth is. We have no clue. We're not allowed to measure it. We're not allowed to go to the ice wall, hop in a big boat, and go around the whole thing. They won't let us do it. We don't know how big it is. It could be way bigger. We don't know, bro. We can't answer that question.
There's no ice wall, by the way.
So I put this NASA document up for the Globies in the chat. If the Globies in the chat want to read this.
Oh, he's a Sov fan, is he? Fossil Sov. Sov's only about 27, I think, but looks 127. There's obviously, living the life.
Anyway, I didn't mean to be mean, but guys, this is ridiculous.
I didn't mean to be mean. You couldn't be mean if your life depended on it, SpongeBob. Tay on a leg here, carrying the load this evening on that leg. I don't know how the face all bent to fuck as it is, Tay. Is Dick scared to come up, or will we get better luck on TikTok? I don't think you're going to get any better luck on TikTok, to be fair. Yes, Dick is scared to come up. So is Ludwig in this chat here, because flat earthers are cowards, as it says right there. They all are. And TikTok I will get constant abuse in the chat, but nobody will come up. I predict it. Everybody that might has already blocked me. Unless they unblock me,
It is. It's totally. It's a disgrace to our educational system.
And it's also it's a shame. They're not wanting the truth. They're
No,
just
they don't.
wanting to
Irony.
waste time on your panel. This is my opinion, guys. Okay.
So we don't know measurements. How are we flying?
How are we walking?
See, there's my mate Kay. I love Kayvon. Kayvon is at the top there. He's a good guy. Always have him up on my lives. He's very normal, makes very logical points, isn't sciencey at all. But just a good guy, and he entertains me anyway. He's got a similar sense of humour.
If we don't know measurements, how is a pilot taking me from one street, flying off the airport, and landing exactly where they want to land?
And that makes the Earth a globe?
No, how are they doing it without measurements? You said we're not allowed to measure it. How are they doing this?
That's a good question. I'm saying us flat earthers cannot measure.
But you have to, because you're saying that this is being done on flat Earth.
Gibber. We're not allowed to do it. That's why we can't.
Are you not saying that these flights are happening on flat Earth?
Kayvon, have you measured the flat Earth, sir?
Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that or not?
Have you measured the flat Earth for us, sir?
Answer the.
Boom.
Get rid of him. He's a troll.
No.
Boom. Tron can't answer a question. The host gets rid of him. And we're back to 8 flat earthers versus nobody. I was getting very annoyed watching this. The way they present themselves, like this is all they have left. They have nothing. They have no argument for anything anymore. They can't argue anything. They can't talk about flat earth. They can't talk about anything to make a positive claim. They won't. Even their God Witsit doesn't even attempt it, right? Nobody can explain this. They all pretend they don't claim this whilst using it as their picture or having it on their wall. And anybody asks them anything difficult, they get kicked. So they can all have a happy, clappy, fucking kumbaya session in their little chats. And none of them ever travel to anyone else's conversations to have like, oh, we'll always match energy. Possibly not today if I get on there. Not in a good mode. I'll be inviting Luke Cuntwalker.
Just to be clear, Kayvon, you're an idiot. That's what we're saying.
The problem is this.
Oh, yeah, well done.
We're not allowed to
You're
go to the ice wall, which we...
Yeah, Kayvon, you're such an
Violated
idiot.
by gas!
You're such an idiot that we didn't want to talk to you. Sharon Norris supported you with a beer. Thought you'd need some liquid refreshments, says Shazza. I don't know why the message is like this is a bit of a glitchy. I need to find a new way of getting these up on the screen. Yeah, thanks, Shazza. So appreciate that. Shazza with a beer on the buymeacoffee.com/whatcast violated by gas.
Really know exists. We're not allowed to get in like a big ship and start sailing any direction to come around and see how we could literally measure it. Captain Cook said that he did, but we can't verify it. All right?
I think that's
because we're not allowed to do it.
It's usually the J, the D of J.
That doesn't mean.
Cheers, JD. I think that's you. Whenever it's someone, it's usually JD.
Took a 4. Like this meme that people see me have with my icon. It's just so people know, hey, this guy is talking about flat Earth stuff. It's not a model. I don't know how big it is. We really don't know, and we don't have to know what's happening.
Yeah, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is deny the globe. We haven't got to present any. We know that none of this works, so I'm going to use this as my avatar, whatever the fuck they call it. I'm going to just use it because then everyone knows what I'm talking about. Even though none of us claim this model, everyone knows what it is, but none of us claim it. It's a straw man. So I'm going to have a straw man as my own picture, so as everybody knows. It makes sense to me. Strong.
Happening is we destroy the entire heliocentric paradigm, and then our detractors are now demanding rebuild them a whole brand new Earth and world and everything in 60 seconds.
60 seconds? Flat Earth has been a thing for 10 years, more than 12 years possibly, and in that time has gone backwards. Sovereign citizens are played. Can I ask you, Dick Wank, something? Can I ask you, are you a sovereign citizen? Are you a sovereign citizen? Please answer the question honestly. Are you a sovereign citizen?
I get it. I get it, brother. But we don't even have to. We are not required to do that. We've just falsified what we were told the truth is.
Type in there. You boo anybody that asks anything real brave. Trong never addresses me ever. Ever.
It's not true. 8 inches per mile squared? Not so. Doesn't work. Water at rest seeks its level. Water needs a container. Takes you safe its container. All Earth motion experiments, all ether drift, anything you want to call it, have proven the Earth to not be in motion scientifically. Okay? We know these, we got these truths. Okay? But we can't put together an exact size for you of something that doesn't take away all the other science that we have. Like 200 years worth of science.
Am I able to present anything yet?
Oh, they've got him back up. This is when it starts to get really annoying. So they've allowed him back up. All he wants to do is present a case against 8 flat earthers. One guy taking on 8 flat earthers. All he wants to do is be able to make a point. Do you think they're going to let him? What do you reckon?
Probably not, dude. Unless you've already conceded flight mechanics, there's no sense in even mentioning anything else because you're not going to be able to undo it.
Yeah, you've already been welcome to Flat Earth.
Oh, there's Luke Flatwalker popping up in the chat there. Let's get down and let's be able to see what these pricks are saying now. Trong at the top there.
This panel.
Yeah, welcome to Flat Earth, brother.
No, I'm not pleased. What are you defending them for then? So are sovereign citizens correct? Are sovereign citizens, is people like Sov correct in what he says? Is he? And if he is, why are you not a sovereign citizen? Why? You're scared to do that as well. Because you're one of them pricks, aren't you, that just sits on the internet all day telling other people where they're stupid for paying their taxes and they're stupid for following the law and they're stupid for this and they're not as awake as you, whilst doing all of those things yourself and calling everyone else a sheep for doing all of the things that you also do. Right, Wayne? Right? And newsflash, Sov does all of them as well. He's lying to you and you're a gullible cunt. Sov is not a sovereign citizen. He's just a scabby old
Violated by gas!
Fuck me. Violated by gas. Unfornicated's got me the beers of free. What's stopping them getting a ship and sailing around the ice wall? Says Dan. Appreciate that, Dan. The beers of 3. Even if Antarctic Treaty, why not just at the 60-degree south parallel? The whole ocean is there, but we aren't allowed to know. No model, no measurements, but it's not a globe. Right. Exactly. Thank you, Dan. That term is an oxymoron, you dumbass. What is an oxymoron? Please explain, you fucking idiots. Oh, no, sorry, I forgot. You won't explain. You can't explain because you won't click the link because you're a flat earth coward. Right?
I need to welcome all of you to the globe.
Brother,
you've already conceded your model is
You've
fake.
already conceded, brother. It's over.
I did not concede that my model's
You
fake.
literally
You did
used the
too
word
concede.
I concede.
You said you conceded all the flight mechanics that I brought up.
Yeah, but you gotta
conceded every
understand.
topic. No, you don't understand.
This is
That's
insane.
not how it works.
I just want to say something that I'm very disappointed about. 99 sets of eyes on this today. 30 thumbs up. What you got to do is click the thumb at the bottom of this, right? Just the thumb. Just get there. Geek G, welcome to Team Whatcast. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. If anybody wants to give away 6 trillion gift memberships, and I'm all over that.
You conceded everything I brought up.
Yeah, but you got to understand that you have been talking for like 10 minutes straight.
Max, because I have something to say.
No, you don't. You have.
I'm ready to say things now.
We don't care. You're not bringing any proof.
I'm trying.
I can
Luke Flatwalker. There he is.
back up everything that I said. I can back it up. Every last word.
Yeah, but I'm trying.
Max, you've already said and conceded that a pilot cannot fly in a straight line and a curve line at the same time. You've already conceded that you have no answer for the 32-mile drop from a tangent. You conceded you do not know anything about an attitude indicator, which clearly
So there's me challenging the host to take control of his live from Tron. This is not Tron's live. This is Scott Flat Earth's live.
destroys the globe. You've already conceded that you know that there's no such thing, or at least the other guy did, Jorge, but he was your partner, that there's no such thing as an aircraft curvature or aircraft spin adjustment instruments on any aircraft in existence. You got nothing.
I'm ready to present something.
And you've already conceded that all of aviation treats the Earth.
This is exactly what Tron did to... If Dawn's still in the chat, this is exactly what Tron did to Dawn. I want to address something. Nope, you're not allowed. You don't have to. No, there's no need, because I'm already right. I don't want a discussion. I'm already right. I'm not scared at all. Not at all. But I'm already right, and it doesn't need a debate. What the fuck are you sitting there? Why the fuck do you sit there challenging people to come up and challenge you then, Tron? if you don't want to be challenged. Doesn't make any sense. I'm literally going to go up there today with flat earthers are cowards above my head and accept anybody that requests.
It's flat and stationary. It's in the old FAA manuals, the CAA manuals, the United States Navy training manuals. What are you going to do to overcome all of this, sir?
I'm ready.
I'm stupid and gullible, but Dick Wayne thinks the Earth is flat because the internet told him. Do your own research. What did you do? By the way, also, was it worth typing all of that out, Dick Wayne? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. You could have just clicked that link and said that to me. Oh no, I forgot. Sorry, you're a complete fucking bitch, aren't you? You absolute bitch. There we go. I got the something for you. The wank of Dick.
Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch!
You're going to tell us how you don't like the model on a cartoon you drew up for us.
This cartoon is literally your profile picture.
Dude.
See that? See what Luke Twatwalker wrote to me there? Whatcast, stop coping, last warning. Every live I go in, this prick either mutes me or gets the host to kick me. Every single time. Every single... Geek G! Oh, my word. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. We got Billionaire Jim here. With flat earthers are cowards. Let's go! They fucking are, Billionaire, and you know it. And if you just got a free membership there, that was from the G of Geek. Geek G has just become a member and then immediately gifted 10 other memberships. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. By the way, my days here are numbered. Just watch. I've got about 10 seconds left.
It's still not...
And anyways, I'm ready. If you put me in the big box,
I would drop him, Scotty. Well, I would wait. You're live. Why do you waste time? We got 107 people.
I just called Luke Cuntwalker a coward because he fucking is, because he'll never ever speak to me. And I'm going to get onto that. Thank you, Brandon. I'll see what you did there. I'll be on that in a second. Actually, I'm going to be on it right now because it's more important than Tron. But I'm going to wait for all of these to be to finish. Brandon just gave 50. Count them, 50. That is 10 gift memberships.
5 times.
5 times. FTFA official. Craig got a membership. Ramon, I've said some of these are flat earthers in there. Yep. So Dick Wayne is a superhero. Brandon, appreciate that. That's so generous of you. You got the 5 times. You can also have the applause of round for that. All right, let's just watch me get kicked here, and then we'll move on.
Well, here, if you drop him, you'll probably get more people. People get sick and tired of listening to these same trolls over and over again. Okay, more new people will come in and listen. Here's another one. We got to deal with this fake pilot.
Cousin Ray Ray.
How's it going?
Fake pilot.
You have any globe proof today, sir?
Look, see that at the top? I'll show you right now. You're blocked by the live creator for speaking up in the chat, not being allowed to join the panel, and that I was gone immediately. What was the thing about the pilot? Oh no, yes, I was going to do that. I'll do that on a show. I'll record a show. There was, speaking of fake pilots, there is a flat earther that is doing the rounds, being a pilot. They're all using him. Look at this guy. He's a pilot. He's debunking it. He's a flat earth pilot. He was annihilated, absolutely annihilated by an actual pilot. And I've got the recording, and I'm going to do it later in the week. I'm going away actually for a week, so I'm gonna record a show to go out at some point during the week, and it'll be that. So it's funny that no one voluntarily becomes a member. They have to be gifted. Yeah, missing the point completely. Dick Wank. People think enough of me to gift 50 memberships. You wish anybody gave a fuck about anything you had to say. Could you imagine someone spending any money to support you in anything? Dick Wayne? Can you? Because I can't. This is a quick more bit of Tron here. Like, this is Tron arguing with this guy, and then they all have a pity party. And I have as many alternate accounts that I need. How many do you have? None. What do you mean? You're using that as... I've got loads of alternate accounts. Yeah, I haven't got any alternate accounts. So I don't know what you're trying to get at there. Like, that makes you better somehow. I don't know. You've got more fake accounts. I don't understand the flex there. Please explain it to me.
Stated they all go in the same direction.
We
By
can
the way, if the stars are moving,
if
the stars are moving, you're proving a geocentric Earth system. So welcome to the geocentric Earth. Let me ask
Do
you
you have a
question.
model you believe in? A map or a model?
Well, do you have a model? Can you provide a model with water?
Yeah, I
sticking
can
to
provide a
globe?
model.
You can. You can show us some. You can show us some.
YouTube. Let me tell you something, wank of dick. I'll probably make more on YouTube in donations than you make for a living, let alone ad revenue. So stop trying to flex with your shit job and your shit radio and your shit ass crack that's out all day with your shitty fucking minimum wage bollocks that you do that you think is so fucking important and honest, while sitting there with your knob in one hand watching Sov and fucking Jokely and all these utter bitches on the internet. I don't think that you've got any room to say anything. And you still won't click the link, will you? You still won't do it, will you? But you're an old man, aren't you? Real man. God damn it, Wattcast. You make scraps on the internet, whereas I sit around with a shit radio that's not tuned in properly, pretending to work. And I'm literally a night watchman at a graveyard. You fucking knob.
Model with water sticking to it while it spins. Let me have it. Here, I'm going to put you in the
I'm
big
not
box. Okay, you're in the big
I'm not
box.
mainstream.
Okay, show us your model of the Earth spinning and water staying on it.
Quit crying. I'll show you the real model right now. It's
You
a
haven't.
sphere,
No,
right?
you got. All right. Okay.
Bullshit.
Bye. You're too stupid. You don't have any evidence. Okay, let's move on. I ain't got time for dummies. If you come up and tell me you got proof of something, you're going right in the big box, and you better prove it. Nobody can prove.
That's what I'm going to do if Tron joins my live today. He's going straight in the big box to prove it.
Provide proof of your model because you don't have a model. There is no model.
You realise how easy you are to trigger, Dick. I love the way Dick sits in my chat, not just mine, everybody's chat. I'm not going to pretend I'm special about this, right? He sits in everybody's chat pretending that he's not triggered. There's plenty of people in my chat that don't like me at the moment, and none of them are making a fool of themselves typing it because they know that I'll completely annihilate them. Let's do the Hanson of Simon then, another person that I've obviously made up as a fake account to give myself money. Rumour has it, if you say Mirkus and Morley quickly 3 times, Tron will appear in chat. That's like the only time he ever appears. Tron's got no other points. You notice Tron can't tell you where the Almerson Scott station is. Can you, Tron? Never, ever, ever.
For the heliocentric system. Prove it. Give me your model. You're asking for my model. Give me your model. It doesn't exist.
Click the link. HFFF, Someone just quickly made an account because they don't want to use their real account because then they know I'll annihilate them. So they're going to use a fake account to come in here and say gay in my chat. Like some of that'll offend people. Just click the link, Bellend. That's the story of your life. That's why you hang out with Screen Names Validation. I don't know what you're talking about there. Wank, you're the person that wants validation in my chat. I don't go to your chat, do I? Don't go to Flat Earthers chats, do I? Ever see me in there, do you? Never ever.
And science has proven your model doesn't exist. The Earth has been measured to not be moving. We are not in motion. End of story. Your heliocentric model comes crashing to the ground based on science. End of
Because Tron's a big believer in science.
the story. If you don't have any proof, I don't want to talk to you about it. I'm sorry. If you say you're going to prove to me your stupid model with water sticking to your ball.
Oh, look at what Tron's got behind his head, by the way, as well. The thing that he definitely doesn't believe in. I noticed Dick Wayne. Can you be intellectually honest and say that that is Tron's model behind him there? Or do you think the model that Tron uses himself to put behind himself is Tron's model or not? What do you reckon?
I want to see it. Of course he couldn't prove it. I'm out of it. I ain't going to play games, guys. I'm here to teach people that are interested, not talk to...
I'm here to teach. Whenever he says that, it cracks me up. I need to dig out my old video of me versus Tron and show everybody how he was teaching me. Because he'll never speak to me again. Never, ever, ever.
Children that act like children. Sorry. I should have asked her age. He was probably too young to be up here anyway. I might raise the age to 30, to be honest with you.
Most of the flat earthers won't be on there, though.
I don't know, Brandon, because God made it that way. I don't know why the earth doesn't move and the sun moves. I didn't create any of it, you know.
There's your answer. Explain something on the model you've got directly behind you, please, Tron. No, I don't make any claims on this model that I'm presenting to the world behind my head here. I'm definitely not going to answer any questions about that because it doesn't stand up to any scrutiny whatsoever.
That's just what the science states. The science has proven. You know, they didn't try to prove it, but that's what all the evidence leads to.
What evidence? The fact that you don't understand the Great Circle routes. That's the evidence.
I mean, I ain't the one that invented any of that. You know. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for the share, guys.
If you're going to claim a model, which you are by putting it in your own background, Tron dominated you. That's why it's hidden. I need to find it because at the time Tron wasn't important enough to put as the description. But if I go through them, I've got a rough idea from when it was. Basically, it was me versus gas pressure, and Tron comes in towards the end, and it's nice as pie actually.
And excuse me, I appreciate it. And maybe keep sharing it. We got a good bit of people in the chat. If there's any pilots in the chat, I'd love for you to come up and have a conversation with me. Let's talk about your instrument panel. Let's talk about the attitude indicator. Let me show you how that little machine, that little instrument.
Poor Dick Wank. Look, I got billionaire Jim here, who's definitely got more money than Dick Wayne. Although Dick Wayne's going to pretend he's got more money than billionaire Jim, which will be very embarrassing if he does. Dick Wayne is a lower tier construction worker in Canada, Matt. Before that, he pumped fuel at Seaport. Education is dang near non-existent. Well, that's kind of obvious, billionaire. But he's definitely richer than you, billionaire. Oh, he's about to come back and say that. Tron is a legend. He touched your live and you got views. No one knew who Tron was when he came on my live. He definitely doesn't come on my live anymore because he knows exactly what will happen to him if he does. He sits on my live, but he doesn't dare type a word and he doesn't dare come up ever.
Actually destroys the entire idea of you being able to fly your plane over a globe.
And the reason he doesn't is because flat earthers are cowards, which is why we are on month 4 and not one flat earther has ever clicked Flat Earth Cowards. Click here, link down there. Including you, HFF, HHHD, HD, FF, WTI. Including you.
And a moving globe at that. If anybody's in the chat...
PH Dash or whatever, billionaire Jim's never gave me a grand either. So what, if you get one before me, I'll be super pissed off. Tron's favourite film is I Am Legend. There's actually a bloke on there called I Am Legend as well. He's quite funny. In a point and laugh type way.
If wants to talk about stuff like that, I would love to have a conversation. A real conversation. And don't be a fake pilot if you come up, please. Be a real one. I keep getting all these fake pilots every time. They're fakers. And I don't want to have a faker.
Oh, hold on a minute, Dick Wank. Are you contradicting yourself there? You're saying that, do you think occupation defines who you are? You're literally calling me a YouTuber and making out that it defines who I am, even though YouTube is a side hustle in my life. So you are judging me by something that I do, whilst telling people to not judge you for something that you do. Not very bright, are you, Wank?
Who we got here? I don't know if this guy's going to make it up or not.
Oh, Arwin. Got you. I've never spoke to Arwin either.
Lorax. The Lorax ain't getting up here for some reason. There's nothing but evidence for flat Earth, hollow horizon.
No.
The Earth's been measured flat. Water
Yeah, I agree. Spin.
seeks its level. You know,
Brandon, come back. Take care, Brandon. Cheers. Appreciate the gift memberships.
flat mechanics absolutely destroys the entire heliocentric paradigm. It's impossible for a pilot to ever get level flying around a sphere, yet they all claim to fly straight and level. That's an easy one. Hey, what's up, Boo Beer? How you doing? Just doing a little live.
Yeah, which point was you making, Dick? Which point was you making? That the occupations do define people or that they don't define people? Because you made both points. So I'm just trying to get you to clarify which one you meant. The one you said earlier or the one you said now? So when it's you, it doesn't define it. But when it's everyone else, it does define it. Is that what you're saying? That makes perfect sense. No wonder you won't click that link. Absolutely annihilating you when you can't fucking even speak. You're typing at me and I'm still destroying you.
Live here to see if we can get some traction here tonight, answer some questions. Let me see. Somebody's coming up. Lorax, you're going to have to retry to come up with you're still buffering. You're not making it up, dude. Sorry, try again. Who's this?
HFF8, I've got no fucking idea what you're talking about. But you're about as funny as cancer, so fuck off.
Tally. What's up, man?
Hi. You say you want to have a discussion, but it doesn't seem like so much you want to have a discussion at the table. You want to hit your opponent over his head with the table.
Only if they bring up something stupid.
Yeah, well, who says what's stupid?
Science.
Well, a lot of scientists think you're wrong.
No, all scientists think he's wrong.
I think a lot of scientists think I'm right.
Oh yeah, like who? Name one, wank. Name one, Tron. Same thing. They're all the same person. Name one. Which scientist in the world thinks that the Earth is flat?
A lot. Well, what would be the percentage of scientists who think you're right?
Doesn't matter. That's a straw man.
0.
An argument. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Earth orbits the sun by any chance?
Earth orbits the sun. Probably, yeah.
What evidence can you provide for that scientifically?
Me?
Yeah, you.
You mean right here, right now?
Sure.
Nothing you'll accept, Tron.
You don't see
you don't got to turn your camera on. But what evidence, for discussion's sake, could you provide? Like, could you name a scientist or physicist that's ever measured the speed of the motion of the Earth orbiting the sun? I can name several that tried and failed, but after 19 years, I can't find anybody that's ever done it.
Done it. It's ever done it. Why is he having a stroke whilst he's talking? Don't know.
But here you are. You don't see the irony.
But Tally, don't you see, I'm having a conversation with you, and you don't want to have the conversation because you don't know what you're talking about, and clearly I do. I've studied it for 19 years. You studied it for 19 minutes. Now you come on a panel. I asked you a tough question. You don't have an answer.
2 more minutes for someone to accept the Flat Earth Open Challenge. I don't see it happening.
What you should say is, I don't know. And maybe I'll hand you an olive branch and give you a chance to go look up some information that I can give you. You can study it and then come back and tell me what you think. I want to have a conversation, man. I just don't want to waste our time.
I really should give me a book or two.
Go study Albert Michelson's 1881 experiment in Berlin. Start with that.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered something. Tonight was potentially going to be Dave McKagan versus Flat Earth Nick, or Saint Nick. Saint Nick ignored my messages for days because Flat Earthers are cowards. He then responded to me and said, "I'm now in Spain. I've now somehow his internet signal was the reason that he couldn't do the debate the other day." And now he's in Spain. He's got better internet, and he said he'll let me know by Sunday whether he can do it or not. And needless to say, because Flat Earthers are cowards, he didn't come back to me at all. And he hasn't been in my live since. since he was there every time before that. Now he's not in there, but he's not scared. But that's to be expected because flat earthers are cowards.
And then Mickelson and Morley's 1887 experiment in Cleveland. Whatever you find, come back and let's have a conversation. And then we can have a better conversation about Earth.
I see Spin with a 5 gift membership. Appreciate you, Spin, very, very much. Thank you, mate.
Motion, ether, all this stuff, okay?
So
that's the foundation.
So
I'm trying to be nice here, brother. I want to have a conversation,
Oh, sure.
but I don't think you're ready.
Well, let me ask you this.
I don't think you're ready for any conversation, Tron. If anybody, by the way, also, Tron the other day was challenged by 2 pilots to meet to a debate on a neutral platform on TikTok. The time was arranged. Tron grandstanded that he was going to be there. Tron didn't show. The 2 pilots sat there like fucking idiots waiting for Tron to show. Tron didn't show. Blocked everybody and just continues saying it like he would have been there, but making some shit excuse.
Do you seem to think, I'm guessing, that all the like NASA and going to the moon is all like a conspiracy, a fraud? Is that correct?
No conspiracy.
Time is up. There are no flat earthers. They are all cowards in here. I will have to try the talk of tick. So we'll switch that off. We will click this, remove it. And yet another week rolls by that nobody clicks the link. Even though nobody's frightened to. Everybody's a real man. Flat earthers are the alphas. Blah de blah blah blah. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. None of them have ever clicked that. The only people that have ever clicked that think it's the globe. Fact. Oh, and Dick Wank clicked it once. Sorry, but I meant men. So he doesn't count. He does count, but he doesn't count. Just bring this up here, and then we'll get cracking straight into the talk of tick and see what happens today. Rumour has it, Angels of Shite has been unblocking everybody. He still hasn't unblocked me, but I might not be far away. Can only hope. Right, that'd be funny. Pill not in pro, fuck's sake. Right, let's, I think there's only one thing to do after that, isn't there? And it is to play this.
Down by the shore, there's a bloke named Tron Bob Squarehead, and his brain is gone. He's 150 years, still acting like a kid. Says the world is flat like a pancake lid. Gray mustache, drooping, pitiful and thin. Looks like he gave up trying to fit on his chin. Cube-shaped noggin, all edges and pride. Talks big nonsense with a stare that's fried. He points at the sea like, look, it's a line. But the only thing flat is a stupid design. He struts in a circle, then trips on his claim. Every fool in the harbor knows his game. Tron Bob Squarehead. Tron Bob Squarehead. 150 and wrong in the head. Tron Bob Squarehead. Tron Bob Squarehead. What a joke with a cube on his neck. He wears that dusty grin like it means something deep, but his facts are cheap and his eyebrows leave. Gray mustache twitching in a soggy breeze like a half-wilt mop with delusions of ease. He shouts at the gulls, you can't prove me wrong, then gets lost in a puddle all day long. He's built like a box and thinks that's profound, just a loud little clown with his head upside down. He swears he's the truth in a hat that's stained, but the whole damn village is the same old refrain. When the tide rolls in and the laughter starts, Tron Bob Squarehead falls apart. Tron Bob Squarehead. Tron Bob Squarehead. 150 and wrong in the head. Tron Bob Squarehead. Tron Bob Squarehead. Tron Bob Squarehead. What a joke with a cube on his neck. He's a relic, a riddle, a busted old line, a grumpy old square with a slipshod mind. Gray mustache quivering, shoulders all slumped, all mouth no clue, and a worldview flumped. Bob Squarehead. Sean Bob Squarehead. 150 and wrong in the head. Sean Bob Squarehead. Sean Bob Squarehead. Sean Bob Squarehead. What a joke with a cube on his neck. Sean Bob Squarehead. Sean Bob Squarehead. Sean Bob Squarehead. A gray mustache, cube head, Fredbear cred. Sean Bob Squarehead. Sean Bob Squarehead. He's a punchline in a hat, not a threat.
Tron Bob Squarehead. Fucking hell. Right, let's see what's going on in this weird world of the Talk of Tick then, shall we? Let's go live and see. It's way out. Fuck, do I need to make it small? Ah, there you go. Still way out. Let's go that way a bit. Tron Bob Squarehead. I'm not 100% sure. Just so as people know. And I don't want to worry people, but just because I've got this above me is going to make people report the live. It will. Right. So I don't know if the live will survive, but it's I need the bait. You're in, start to earn money. I'm not an affiliate. What's that mean? I've never signed up to that. I don't know. Yep. Click the live, click the link, share the link, whatever. All the rest of that bollocks, right? Oh. Right, let's I do. Nope. Nope. That. It's gonna lag today, I can tell. Hello, mate. I think if anyone's in the chat here that wants to prove this wrong, flat earthers are cowards. That's just my take on it. Been watching enough lately to see this. Gifting suspended and live visibility restricted immediately. See, what did I say? What did I say? Literally, you put that up there and immediately people start reporting the live. Because flat earthers are cowards. I will attempt to appeal it, but we'll see. Hello, Kota. I'm getting reported already. I've only just got here. So. Right. I'll put this. This is like a triggering Blondie. By the way, Kota's got highlights in her hair now. She's now solid 6 out of 10. Oh, that's what the Flat Earth boys told me. So I believe this is true. Yeah, because I've put this. Because this is true, people immediately yeah, Scott kicked me. Scott blocked me. Because I was typing in his chat, he didn't like it. So nothing I can do. Scott is a complete bitch, so he lets his people tell him what to do with his life. Just so as you know, this is my life, and whether people agree with me or not, no fucker is ever going to tell me who I can and can't talk to in my life. No fucker is ever going to tell me who to kick from my life, and no fucker is ever going to tell me anything about how to do my own life. It's my life. I wish everybody was the same. I would never go into anyone else's live and tell them what they should be doing with their lives. Live restricted. We've literally just got another harassment and bullying. It's because this is true. However, I just knew that would happen. You utter pussies. I have to go back to boring old that. I can't believe he's saying I'm a coward. I'm not a coward. Report, report, report. Coward. Solly, hang on. I heard Solly and Angels might have had a bit of a falling out. Probably not. They were just on. Yeah, they kicked me. So that's what I mean. I was blocked. Someone sent me the link to join because they were all on there, and I couldn't because Scott got told to kick me. So yeah, stick it. Here we go. I had a sign up here saying flat earthers are cowards. And that was enough to get this live reported and reported and reported by the very cowards that pretending they're not cowards. So, what can you do? Oh, shit. So I've had to go back to this, which nobody ever joins because it's too tame. But if you call cowards cowards, they do cowardly things. Who knew? Crossbow on the wall. Oh God! Share the live, like the live, all of that bollocks that gets this done. I don't fucking know. Can't gift, can't share, can't. Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, that I agree. That's what should happen. Anytime someone, I haven't blocked anybody now. Like all the people that I did block, I've now unblocked because I'm so short of arguments. Like people don't want to make any argument. You can even put flat earthers are cowards, and they don't say nothing. They don't even challenge it in the chat. They just immediately report the live. I mean, I might even have to stop and start again. I think I just will because I got reported so many times further than that. So I'm just going to stop and start again because otherwise I'll end up losing my account. See you all in a sec. Find me in a minute. Oh God, Rusty the unfunny troll's back. Has any of you got anything? Has any of you got anything to say? That's a little bit original, even a little bit. This is what you have to do here. I might have to keep restarting this all day because I had the audacity to put flat earthers are cowards. And they proved it right. Which is weird. To get going again with all the likes now, see if anybody says I'm doing harassment and bullying. Targeting. Like I never. I'm gonna say something, right? That I thought I'd never say. I never, ever, ever have ever reported any flat Earth lives ever. All right. But now that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Whenever I see any of them, with everyone ganging up on one person, not letting them speak, using any kind of slurs, they will be reported. Because why the fuck should I play nice when I literally come on there for 5 minutes and get 3 people report me? It's just literally no point in trying to be friendly with or allow people to speak. I will be reporting everybody. You've been warned. Because that's where real harassment and bullying goes on, not here. Oh, hello, it's Brian's alive. Let me know on YouTube if you can hear Brian's alive. How we doing, Brian?
Hi, guys.
What's the matter, Brian? You don't sound your usual happy self.
Yeah, something's tainted my my system almost. The eclipse.
Oh God, go ahead. What are you going to say? That we couldn't see the moon before or after? Is that what you're going to say?
No, it's just right. There's been a little development of a certain conspiracy, and there could be not a third moon or second moon. Second moon, sorry. But like,
don't you mean
like
a second sun? This is what they usually say.
Well, there's something going on because I mean, the moon would have been out of whack anyway. Because where's that going? How's that suddenly coming back to its normal orbital position?
What?
Just so serious.
What do you mean?
But no, I do think there's what really happened that day.
There was an eclipse. What do you mean?
No, but come on. I mean, something. Did you not feel in your intuition?
No. Why is everything a conspiracy?
I don't know, but I don't know. But I do feel like we have to take into consideration something else was next to that sun that day.
Why? Why do you say that?
Moon.
What's your best evidence for that being true? That wasn't the moon, it was something else?
That's a great question.
You've just watched some soppy TikTok videos on it, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I have watched a certain Instagram video, and so from what it was telling me was, it wasn't highlighting the moon at all. We couldn't even see that it was the moon. Why is it utter darkness overshadowing the sun?
Why do you think that is? Before I sound patronising,
there could be more suns and more moons, and what's actually happened is that's eclipsed the sun.
You realise that so this is completely consistent with the globe, right? So if the sun is as far away as we say, or even very far, and the moon is not as far, nowhere near as far, if the moon's coming in to where the sun is, if they're overlapping each other, right?
Yeah.
Then the sun would be lighting the back of the moon, not the front of the moon. The light isn't going to go round the moon, come back on it, and show us the moon. So you're not going to see the moon approaching the sun because it's not self-lit, despite what flat earthers tell you, right? The moon is not self-lit. It is lit by the sun, so it cannot be lit. Oh, hang on, Stingray's in the chat here. So if Stingray has got evidence of that was the moon, I believe.
But can you agree that the moon does produce cold?
No, absolutely doesn't produce cold light.
I
mean, there's no such thing as cold light.
No.
If you think about what heat is molecular kinetic energy, right? Light can excite things. It can unexcite things. The only way to unexcite things is to leave them to dissipate their energy. We call that cooling. There's no way to transmit something into something to make it less molecular kinetic volatile. That's not a thing that can happen. But in terms of the moon, no, I haven't got an image at the moment because I'm walking around my kitchen. But there are thousands of images. And you can do it outside as well. So if you were to look at the moon approaching the sun in a solar eclipse, block off the lens from the light and then expose massively high, you can then actually see the moon. It's just that it's so dim to see through the atmosphere. You know, as it's approaching, you need to open up the iris of a camera, do long exposure just to punch through the atmosphere to actually get the bounce light from the Earth off the moon back to your camera to see that it is the moon. And many people have done that. Now, many people have photographed the solar eclipse with stepped exposures. So they've done it where they can absolutely see the moon, but the sun is blown out to high hell. Then they take another exposure really quickly, which is midway, and then another exposure where you can't see the moon, and then they just use exposure blending to show you what's actually there. And that's just called a high dynamic range image. So all you're missing is the dynamic range to be able to see the dimmest moon and the brightest sun. They are there.
Hold on a second.
Stingray, I have an Earth-kind photo up for him.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I want about.
All right, let's put this up. Hold on, keep it up, Dang. I've got to show it to YouTube. Yeah.
So I actually talked to this photographer and everything else, and he talked about the whole process, and it was, like Stingray said, it was a very large endeavor to be able to get this like this. Because you're talking about filters, you're talking about exposing for different aspects of it, and you have a finite window to get it done. This was done in Wyoming in 2017, I think it was, and.
So just really quickly, one of the things is we call the latitude of exposure, which is measured in stops, which is double the light sensitivity every single stop. The human eye has something like 16 to 18 dynamic range of stops, right? The best cameras have that now, but they cost hundreds of thousands of pounds. Now, to see the moon and the sun at the same time, you're talking about the 80 or 90 dynamic range mark to get to be able to see that. No optic, no single lens, no single sensor, no living creature can actually see that. It's not possible. But if you want, you can also use what you call IR cut filters, and then just use infrared to actually photograph the bounce off the moon, which is easier, but you don't get an image like this. This is just gorgeous.
Can I say, it is very impressive.
You know what I don't like about it though, is the fact that you can see the Earth's continents on the moon there, like as well as the hidden lands that they don't tell us about.
Well, yeah. I mean, that could. I mean, oh god, I'm not even gonna go. I'm not gonna get rage baited into that one.
So what? So are you still unconvinced now you've seen this, or?
No. I'm open.
You're not though. You always say that, and then you end up like being the worst flat earther ever in the room.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying, man. It's hard because there's so. The thing is, I know you guys give your best explanation, and it seems very impressive, and I won't be able to decipher it at all. But then there's these other beautiful experiments going on. There's these other beautiful experiments going on, and they're contradicting what you guys are saying. So it's like, well, where am I? What am I to do?
Just really quickly, it's not an explanation that the globe gives. It's a working model that predicts every aspect of our reality. So there's a difference between someone telling a story, I think it's a globe because I think it's a globe because things disappear from the bottom up, and saying, well, if it's a globe, we can make predictions of absolutely everything, and they are true to reality, which is not true on a flat Earth. There are zero truths about flat Earth that you can compare against reality and get anything useful. So it's not about stories. It's about usefulness. Even if we cut out whether one's a lie and one's a truth, and we just said they're both lies or they're both true, or either or, let's just not care. There's only one of them that is 100% useful. And one of them is 100% useless.
Right, let's look at, all the religions and ancient texts. What do
listen. If you want to go back to a time when people shared a sea sponge on a stick to wipe their own ass in a public toilet between multiple people at the same time without really washing it, and say, hey, let's go see what these guys think.
Well, Ray, let's not put them in a box like that. Come on, they were much more than that.
They were in a box like that, and in that box they shat and they shared the shit stick.
Understood, but
what's this assumption that everybody in the past must have been more intelligent?
I mean, I think I think probably before our history books, there was definitely something more advanced. Surely.
Why?
I mean, we only have to look at I think the only thing with the pyramids is that's throwing me off is how they use sort of filler within the sort of behind the stone sort of thing. So they didn't actually. It's not all complete blocks.
Yeah, but the pyramids are still shit, aren't they? Let's be honest. Even though it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a mystery. Is there shit? Who would want to live in that shit? Like they're fucking crap. Like at the end of the day, it's a wonder. Like you don't really know. Okay, how did they build the pyramids? I'm not sure. Without machinery, how did they do it? But they're still shit. Look at them. They're nothing interesting. I'd rather look at Lady Jessica. To be honest.
I mean, yeah. We would have lived in them, but what was it really used for? You look at the chambers, okay? It was definitely used as a source of power in some ways. And we've even discovered the spirals going down on the foundation. Obviously, we can't go underneath.
Sorry, wait a minute. Just really quickly, you said it's definitely used as a source of power.
What else?
When you say definitely,
have you seen how it's designed from within?
Wait a minute. Just really quickly. So when you say definitely, that means you've got some kind of compelling logic reason to get there. When you explain that, it doesn't start off with a question like, well, what else could they be used for? Definitely doesn't start with, well, what else could it be? Why do you think definitely they were used as a source of power?
Okay, maybe I used a bit of a strong word there. Okay, fair enough. Okay, Ray, okay, fine, I will admit, I'll take accountability for that one. But what I'm trying to say is it's pointing in that direction so much so that it couldn't be really used for anything else.
What is?
Oh, look at the way it's the layout from within.
I'm gonna look. So Dan, whatever you're showing there, I can't bring it up because it will just give me a violation. I do not know why, mate. But to explain what you're showing there.
Okay, so if everyone looks at my thing, this is the LiDAR that supposedly showed spiral things underneath the pyramid. So if you're going to invoke this, you have to also invoke the satellites who took it. And then point out where the spiral little structures are in this, because this is the actual image that was provided by the satellite.
But even if there are spirals, how does that relate to? Well, it must be a power machine then. Right. What? I don't get the logic. I just want the logic.
Right. I think what we're leaning towards is it's not everything how it seems or that you've been taught. We need to be a bit more open-minded about these
I nearly bought a house. Right? And it had this spiral staircase in it. I could just look at it and go, well, that's obviously used to be used for power. It's like, no, what?
Don't do that. Come on.
Brian, who do you watch on TikTok that gives you this bollocks that you spout? True Earther. Do you watch True Earther?
I have seen a few, but there's a big one for Flat Earth mainly. Is a guy called Nick.
4 million followers on TikTok.
He goes live a lot. There's a guy called Nick.
So we've got a song about True Earther. And what about Matthias J. Mariner? Do you watch him?
I don't believe so, no.
Because these are the sort of people that come out with this stuff. And I think every church used to be where the power comes from and all this other bollocks. Right?
Is that Matthias is a British guy, right?
Yeah. They both are, both of the two that I mentioned. The other one's Jack McLean.
But no, what I'm trying to get at, again, you guys love your facts and what the news tell you and stuff like that. You guys love science and all that.
Don't ever say that to me.
What have they done? Okay, what have they done? They've released UFO footage. Okay, they've left UFO footage on government. Okay, this is government sources. Okay, they released so much UAPs as they call them these days. Yeah, and we're led to believe, okay, yeah, there's nothing supernatural going on. There's nothing maybe that we're overlooking. There's no other sort of. There's more to this, and okay, they have lied to us. They have kept this confidential for all these years, so there is a lot they're not telling you. So
Brian, if I can interrupt you real quick about the UAPs, I live not far from Jersey, which was the epicenter of all the UAPs in the U.S. What was it, 2 years ago or whatever?
Yeah.
When you talk about some of these, there was an elected official. So here's my basically idea about the government as a whole. There's an elected official who pointed at 3 UAPs that were flying above the ground, and he's pointing them and shooting them and everything else. Do you know what they were? Orion's belt. Okay, so I don't believe anything these assholes say. I was in the military. I've been dragged to god awful worst places of the world to go do stupid shit. I don't believe any of these guys. But here's the thing: like, just because it says UAP, it's an unidentified aerial phenomenon. That doesn't mean science can't explain it. It means there's questions about it. It doesn't mean that it's anything else except a curiosity that scientists and engineers will look into if they have time and they're so inclined.
Let me ask you, do you disagree with, let's look at all the eyewitness testimonies of people. This is the thing, okay? We have to.
You're going to bring up Lia Zato, who actually was, pimping out a book, then you need to start on a different topic.
What I'm trying to get at, okay, there is much more to this game of life than we are actually acknowledging here. Okay, you know, you look at astral projection, you look at NDEs. Okay, there's a common theme within it all.
But wait a minute. There is a common theme in them all. They're all dreamt up in some form of psychosis for the wishful thinking that at the end of it all, you don't cease to exist because you've got an existential crisis. So yes, there are many people with a cognitive ability of a thinking brain that think, holy crap, I'm scared about non-existence and death, and I can't deal with that. I'm going to cling on to absolutely anything along with a large proportion of other people. And then that's mass psychosis. That's what we call that. It is not logic. It's not foundational. It's not science. It's got no foundation in logic and reasonable thinking. It's just desperation.
Ray, there's some things logic can't put a grasp on. This is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, we call them illogical. They share the same category of everything that's fucking made up.
There's such thing as nuance. Oh, okay.
Can I ask this to you, Brian? So, you know, like when you talk about UAPs and UFOs, whatever the fuck you want to call them. So for years and years, did you believe that they were real and that they were aliens coming from other planets?
Before the official footage came out from the government.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I did.
And when the official government footage came out, did you stop believing it?
I will be honest with you guys, because I did. No, I will be right. Okay.
So you just believe whatever the government don't say.
Right. Well, okay. I will. I'm gonna be. I'm honest. I'm gonna put my ego aside here, and yeah, there definitely was a lack of passion. After that.
Yeah. So that's exactly what I mean. So basically, if the government came out tomorrow and said the Earth is flat, you'd say, "Fucking globe, you pricks! It's a globe." Can't believe it. Wouldn't you?
No, I think they've gone too far in this lie. I don't think they're ever going back. I don't think they ever will.
Because it's not flat. You can't. That flat can't explain anything. We're stuck now with me here. I can only speak to half normal people like you now, because all of the main flat earthers that think they've got everything figured out won't dare talk to fucking anybody. They'll sit there. I literally typed a few things and Luke Cuntwalker blocked me from the live earlier on, right? I literally was typing there. Like, these people cannot hear anything. They're absolute. And Kayvon was in the chat there. Kayvon went up. While I was in there, Kayvon went up. He lasted how long, Kayvon? About 2 minutes. Which is like, I last longer in bed than that. That's how fucking pathetic that is, by the way.
Well,
so, JK.
At least once, right? At least once you lasted longer than
once.
2 minutes.
Yeah, that was when it was like twice in a night. There we go. Accept. Who is this guy? JK, I think you've been up before. Hello.
Hey, Matt, how are you? Hello, Matt, and everyone.
How we doing? What? Remind me who you are again, because everyone's got different names in different places.
Fuck again. I come on live with you mainly on Mondays, mate. I've been watching you for years. I fucking love it. I get very excited and give me a good laugh.
Excited? Come on, let's not say that. I'm not exactly Angels of Light, am I? Let's be honest. These are real celeb around this place. Oh, no, I can't say. I better not say that. There was something funny earlier on that I will be putting up at some point. So what did you want to say? Did you want to say anything to Brian or what? Be nice. Brian's all right.
No, not really. Yes, no, it's been he's the most honest. It's just listen and do and just give up his secrets, and just then when you when you just said the thing about the UFO and now the government's come out with it, all of a sudden he's lost trust in it. It's just the government up with him.
But Brian, I agree. I've got to agree with Brian on something. To not believe what we're told is much more interesting than to just believe what we're told. But it doesn't make it true.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind believing, like, as long as there's evidence. Just the whole UFO stuff. I think there just needs to be some more good evidence come out.
Yeah, but a lot of people, because flat earthers now that they would also all say that the UFOs are UAPs, or they've changed it to UAPs now because they're not aliens, right? And they're coming from the inner Earth. This is what everyone's saying now. What do you reckon, Brian? Brian, I'll give you spooky music if you want. Brian, did you leave?
He's there.
Yeah, where the fuck's Brian? Brian dead. It ain't his name. That's why he just uses Brian as a
He's
live.
having a shit, maybe.
You got to, Brian? Did you go for a shit? Come on, you're the only opposition we're ever going to get tonight. So.
Did I hear that you were getting reported a lot earlier or something? What happened?
On the last one, yeah. It's because I had a sign up saying flat earthers are cowards, because they are, right? They literally are. Like, they literally
They
won't
just proved
have...
your point, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They, earlier on, Kayvon to tell you, in the live they was in earlier on, they'd have 1 against 8, not let the 1 say anything, then kick the 1, then block anybody in the chat that agrees with the 1. That's their idea of debating this topic.
Oh, yeah. It happened on the weekend. I went on a chat and I said there was one Muppet on there talking about something. His evidence was terrible. And he made the comment, something of the 24-hour sun. And I said, no. And he was showing footage that wasn't from TFE or something. And I made a comment.
Yeah.
And as soon as I did it, I saw him reach forward and he fucking blocked me, the arsehole.
That's not that new bloke. It looks like a beaver.
It could have been him. It could have been my memory's Swiss cheese.
Have
it
you seen him?
Or it could have been an idiot.
Stingray, have you seen him? The new flat earther that's got "I'm the most intelligent flat earther you'd ever speak to" underneath his thing.
I've heard about that, but intelligent and flat earther are not two things that go together. So I just, it's not really relevant.
No, it's a
engineer,
very low bar to be that.
Yeah.
You could probably be a lump of diarrhea and be near the top of the intelligence scale if you was a flat earther. Brian, are you back? Brian's alive! Oh, I'm just going to play spooky music.
It doesn't have lips.
Doesn't have lips. I'm going to play spooky music but try and kick Brian into action because he always gets hard on when this comes on. Brian? Brian, pretend it's Caleb. Get your cock out. Does anybody want to be Caleb for a minute and excite Brian into action?
I was just doing it in my head. I don't think it's going to be good enough, though. It sounded good in my head.
Yeah, but Woodcast, you have to admit that Don's impersonation was like next level with the white eyes.
Oh, yes.
That one was very, very good.
Dawn, are you still in the chat? If Dawn's still in the chat, come up and I need you to do your Caleb while this is playing. I'll even do the laugh for you. It's enough of the music. Brian's gone! He always does that. I reckon Brian's like, yeah, come on for a bit of humiliation and then fuck off immediately. That's annoying, isn't it? Is there any other flat earthers in the chat? So the trouble is I could put the triggering thing back up again. Flat earthers are all cowards. Right? And then see if the thing lasts. Because that is the truth. Look at the chat. No one's requesting up because this is true. That's Caleb's laugh.
This is a good channel. This is a nice. We don't yell at anyone really, and we have a bit of fun.
I literally don't mute anybody, much to the annoyance of people that watch me, and I don't kick anybody, much to the annoyance of people that watch me, because I'd rather them just speak and look stupid. It gives me content. What the fuck do I want to stop them for? Everything they say is fucking ridiculous. And if I can't immediately debunk it, I can bring someone up that can immediately debunk it. So it doesn't fucking matter. Right? I never claimed to be sciencey. Like if anyone starts talking about fucking models and shit, I can bring the Ray of Sting up down here and he can bring all his fucking stuff up and destroy them. Dan can do radios. Hasselblad can do cameras. I don't need to know anything, right? But these people, you know, if I was so convinced that I was correct, it wouldn't matter to me how many people I was talking to, as long as they let me speak. And I'll let everybody speak. And I've still got Dick Wayne in my chat over on YouTube, trying to argue with everyone. Have you ever seen him?
He just repeats your question back to you and then says no.
Yes, correct. Someone's just said Globetards in the chat, so I'm going to send him an invite, but he won't come up because this is true. Right. Yep, and he's not coming up. Dan feels sorry for Globetards. And then you invite him and nothing. Because... Anyone else? It's not about being the smartest man in the room. It's about knowing you can call on them. Exactly. I'm right, whether I know I'm right or not. That's the way I look at it. Being fired, having 50 million questions in a row fired at me and me not being able to answer one of them doesn't make the earth flat. Someone can always come up and answer it. Flat earthers can't even tell you how high the fucking sun is. That's not our model. Tron, did you hear him earlier on? Anyone that was in that chat? Someone brought up the Gleason's map and Tron said, that's not my model. That's literally, it was behind him while he was saying it, and it's his little avatar on his thing, that model, but it's not, it's definitely not his model. Now, Dick Wayne usually clicks the link. He didn't click the link today. That link was up there for ages. I might put the link back up there to see if Dick Wank still wants to join it. Is the solar system flat? Whatcast? Rusty Tinfoil Hat, why don't you come over onto the Talk of Tick and join my live and ask these stupid questions rather than jumping up and down saying, please notice me on my YouTube chat.
The solar system isn't... Well, yeah, the solar system isn't exactly flat. You could say it's predominantly flat, but it's not flat, no.
It can't
the
be flat,
planes
can it?
are... I think, yeah, well, it can, and eventually it will be. That's the brilliant thing about gravitational forces and centripetal force, because they will always align sort of like vertically parallel to the axis of rotation after an amount of time. That's why most galaxies, if they are well, a large proportion of galaxies are disc-shaped, and that's exactly the same reason. If you got a billion particles and sent them randomly in a space with slight amounts of gravity, eventually there's going to be a dominant rotation. Once that rotation takes hold, the gravitational forces of all of them flatten them out to be somewhat of a disc.
Well, so flat earthers are all correct? Is that what you're trying to tell me after all this time?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
But what I used to do as Tempest is say, hey, because people say, oh, you know, is everything in the heavens, you know, why is that all a globe? And I went, no, it isn't. We can actually see a flat Earth forming. You guys just call it Andromeda.
What's his name is here? I Am Legend is here to prove this wrong. Congratulations for clicking and proving that this doesn't apply to you, I Am Legend. What did you want to say? Did you mean to do it, I Am Legend? Legend. Can anyone hear Legend? I'll help you out, Ledge.
Nothing.
Appeal approved, yes.
Caleb voice going again.
I Am Legend, do you realise you're up? I Am Legend, do you know you're up? I'll do a couple of super chats while I Am Legend finding his testicles. So Conspiracy Music Studios says, I'm unemployed, just ask Dick. I have no money, just ask Dick. But I still support your grift because it will annoy Dick, just ask Dick. Thank you very much. I will thank Dick for that. Dick Wank in my chat there. And Jay Trance for the £5 says, Brian, come back. You nearly convinced me Earth is flat. Just one more piece of evidence, please. Exactly. He was so close. All he needed was the spooky music and he'd have been there. I restarted my phone. Have you gone then? Legend, are you there? Shall I kick you? You're going to request up again? Or I'll disconnect you. And I will invite you. Hello. Legend? I know what's going on, Legend. Your microphone ain't working, mate. No one can hear you. I haven't muted you. Everyone else is talking. There's nothing... I don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello? Who's that? Is that Legend?
No.
Who's running water?
I can't hear it. You're saying look like Legends.
Oh. On TikTok, I can't hear anyone apart from Yo. Yeah, no one else is speaking. Oh. No fluff going up in that panel. Oh, Legend, you're doing something. But I can't hear you at all. Can anybody hear Legend, or is it me? I can hear it. Check it in. Stingray, say something.
I can't hear him.
You can't. Dan?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I can hear Stingray.
There you go. I can hear everyone else. It's just you, Legend. You seem to have lit a pink fire in your room. I don't know what's going on there. Do you want to try and leave and come back? We'll try that. Oh, Professor. Let's see if he'll come up. Oh, I'm Legend again. Hello. I just heard something. Was that Legend playing some soppy music? I don't know. This is getting a bit frustrating. Attempt number 67. I will restart again.
You know, it is a shit app to begin with, but
it is terrible. Like, look at me. I had some guy the other day, Luke, somebody, not Twat Walker. He was trying to start live and he had nothing else running. He was on an Apple. So obviously the TikTok live studio on Apple is fucking awful. And they're still ironing out all of the flaws with it. But I'm like lag all the time. I've got a fan on my computer. I've got fans underneath my computer trying to keep it cool. But it doesn't seem to be doing that much. But that's the best I can do. So I just have to wait for them to address it. Because I think it seems to work good on PC for people. And he had a much more powerful computer than me, and he was literally frozen with internal fans and all of that bollocks. No. You've got fans in your computers. I've got fans on my... I've got manual fans surrounding my computer. Is anyone else in the multi-guest box? Sorry, I've been driving. Ludwig, just join! I'm so bored of these twats making claims everywhere and won't fucking talk about it. Because this is true. Water does not flow because of gravity. YouTube science teachers are lying to you. Sorry, says Dick Wayne. Okay, Dick. Well, all listen to Dick Wayne, Mr. Never achieved a single fucking thing in his entire life other than being a troll on YouTube.
I mean, I think FTFE completely fucking debunked him the other day and he's still saying the same shit.
Yeah, he's been on my YouTube twice, I believe. That was quite funny. He's been on Toons, he's been on mine, he's been on Max's, I think. He's been on FTFE. Yeah. And he doesn't offer anything ever, but he still bounces away from it like he's got another win under his belt. Very weird. The Professor, why don't you come up? Or is this true? Are you going to join, or is this true? That's what I want to know. Rakia.
No one will yell at you.
Yeah, I mean, if it's such an easy... The people that arrogantly sit in the chat, you lot don't know anything. But if it's such an easy argument to have, come have it.
Show a bit of evidence.
It doesn't make any sense for you to avoid talking about it if it's such a fucking easy thing to prove. At least I'm Legend was trying to come up. Even if he's got a Nokia 3210, whatever the fuck he had. Walter Bislin, so Billionaire Jim is sharing links over on the show review for Dick Wayne to not click. See, this is true. I thought this would trigger a few people to find their bollocks tonight, but it didn't. Sorry, people that are watching.
Has Decipher come up to chat to you yet?
Who?
Decipher.
No, I don't know who that is.
No. Oh shit. He's doing my head in. I've seen him on a handful of lives recently. And he's one that, asked a question, and as soon as you start talking, you start over talking. And he does it all in his calm voice.
There we go. I was about to invite the real Dave up. Hello, real Dave.
Hello.
You're not the fake Dave, then?
Oh, real is in like fishing reel, bro. No, I'm not. I'm definitely a fake Dave.
Right. Okay. What did you want to say? We're not ready for the conversation, apparently.
There's no Earth, man. That's why physicists can't find the atom. They keep making stuff up. Subatomic particles are made up. That's why they keep looking for smaller and smaller ones, and they can't prove there is any of them. There's no Earth, buddy. It's all mental. But like I said, no one's ready for that talk yet. Everyone wants to keep defending standing on a floating rock.
What am I standing on?
Some floating ball in some space.
No, but according to you.
Oh, cool.
Some floating ball in space that no one can even locate where it's at.
Well, you think that?
According to you, what
I believe in the Boltzmann brain. The only thing that exists is the Boltzmann brain.
The what brain?
The Boltzmann brain. How many philosophies do you know? Only this one? A rock Earth?
Zero.
All right.
Zero.
Yeah, no Earth. Yeah,
Just talking about the shape of the
It's
Earth.
only the conscious awareness. Without the conscious awareness, you cannot measure anything.
First of all, where did you get this drivel from? So we can just see who you're pretending.
All right. What instruments are you using to measure the Earth? By the way,
the gyroscope.
So it's not drivel. It's not drivel.
Drivel. Gyroscope. Thanks, Bob. By the way.
You have your own.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Are you one of those people that you have to do literally everything yourself, where it's not relevant?
I'm telling you how things actually work, and I can prove how they actually work.
Oh,
You're using made up instruments that you don't even have, my guy, and you can't even let people finish a sentence.
You can prove it. You said. There you go.
Yo, fuck you, nigga.
Fuck you, Megan. You're on the screen.
Fuck you, Megan.
We're not ready for this conversation. Clearly you're not, because I've put you on the screen and nothing's happening. So.
What?
Do you not know how to get rid of yourself? Is that what you're struggling to drop yourself? Is that what it is? You're not ready for this conversation. And he's gone. What a cunt. Oh dear.
He just wanted that.
They're not ready. He wasn't ready for that. He wasn't ready to know how to drop himself from a chat.
I mean, I would say to everybody there that they need to report him for that racial comment that he did.
Oh, did he? I didn't even hear that. I thought he called.
Yeah, it was the N word, not what you. It was the N word, not what you said.
Yeah, you heard Megan. Everyone else heard the actual word.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll give him another chance. As far as I'm concerned, people say that when they want to be dropped, so I very rarely give them what they want. Let people report them and let them get banned, but they're not gonna get away from my lives so easily. Solly always does the R word. He didn't say Megan, Yano. Hello, Matt. All right. These people, they're the worst kind of people. That guy that just come up there. Here's someone that everybody's wrong but me. Like, no, everybody in this argument is stupid, but I know the real. I really know what's going on, and the Earth isn't real. Oh, what is it then? You're not ready for this. Well, you've not said anything other than a load of bollocks. Has anyone spoken to Professor, whatever the fuck his name is, because he's chirping away there? You must have spoke to him, Stingray.
No, I don't believe he's never been on any of my lives, my one-on-ones or anything like that. I wouldn't mind having a chat to him, to be fair, but it's just as batshit crazy as the rest of them, with a god complex, thinking that they are in the top tier of human intellect, and with all of that intellect, all of the insights, and absolutely the pinnacle of human fucking evolution intellectually. Do you know what they've done with it? The one thing that they can always do, and it's the only useful fucking thing, and that's scream about it on social media like man babies.
The thing is, what always cracks me up about all of them is the fact that they are obviously the most intelligent people that have it all figured out, and anyone else that doesn't agree with them is an idiot. Yet between all of them, in the last, 10, 15 years or whatever this has been around, not one of them has even got close to having a working flat earth model at all. Not even close. Not even one that two things can happen at the same time on. But they're that bright that everything else is ridiculous, including you, Professor, down there. That's too much of a chicken shit to come up here.
Just a map that's close-ish to working.
Yeah. Anything.
No, I mean, you can never ask them for that, because the issue is the following. Saying that the world is flat is all that you need, right? That's it. Because we know the distances. We have a coordinate system. Now, we call it Earth-centered, Earth-fixed, WGS84 latitude, longitude with elevation. That's fine. But it works, and the distances work. So if you apply flat to it, it is the goddamn Gleason's map. There's no other thing. Or you have to say that your positional charts don't work. You know, aircraft navigation charts don't work. Yes, they do. They have for hundreds of fucking years. Yep. So if the Earth is flat, that is your goddamn map. You own it, and you fucking realize that it's bullshit.
Have you seen the beaver? The beaver that he's got his own, the dual pole map, right? So he's got Antarctica is just below southern Chile, and he's saying that that's where it is. So I was trying to say to him, he doesn't respond to me, but I was saying to him in the chat, if you go to Australia and go south, where do you end up then? Like, do you end up in Antarctica? And then he was trying to make the claim that if you try to go south with a compass, it doesn't take you south; it takes you somewhere else. Was his answer to that? Because
the easiest thing to ask them is quite simply, give me one useful thing that requires the Earth to be flat that I can use practically in reality, because I use the globe to design my goddamn kitchen. What have you done with your flat Earth besides scream about it like man babies on social media?
Somewhere he also said science has. He was on there the other day saying science has never given us anything. He literally said that line. Science has never given us anything. Hello? Really? The thing that you're on, the thing that you're filming yourself with.
Yeah, just in the chat, yes, I did design my kitchen off the Earth's rotation. Yes.
Care to explain that?
So I've got, so I used to be in visual effects and 3D graphics for a very long time before becoming a software developer, which means doing stuff in 3D is really easy to me. So I designed a 9 meter by 4.5 meter extension wraparound on my house for a large open plan living space. I wanted to design my kitchen. I realized that my house was kind of east facing, and I'm going to have 2 large skylights and a fucking 7 meter opening bay window. I didn't want the sun in my face when cooking breakfast or making a goddamn coffee. So I shoved my house on a goddamn fucking globe, tilted it 23.4 degrees, to a very distant sun, and then transitioned it through the months to figure out where the sun would be and design my kitchen around it, so that didn't happen.
There you go. So there's your answer. Should he have used Flat Earth Dave's app to have designed his kitchen around where the sun goes? Oh, sorry, because Flat Earth Dave uses the globe as well, doesn't he? He uses a Habermas formula for his whatever friend finder thing. Oh, here we go. Let's bring up Gladiator, because I want Gladiator. Gladiator's going to challenge your claim, and I know Gladiator will just sit and chat forever. I mean, Gladiator, you can. So I'm about to probably.
My kitchen.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I actually did it, and it works.
I'm trying to get Gladiator up here, but Gladiator. I was about to say Gladiator. You can never accuse him of being a coward, but then he won't come. So I don't know. Oh, you are a coward. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Matt's lifting the veil. He's taking issue with me saying flat earthers are cowards. I love the way everyone's in literally everyone's in the chat giving it flat earthers are cowards, eh? We're cowards, are we? And I'm inviting them and they're not coming. So yeah. Busy Beaver just joined. I wonder if that's the Beaver. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's it. I'm assuming he had to get himself ready. So Gladiator, what did you want to say to the Ray of Sting down there?
Wait, first of all, I'm not a coward, but
no, I just said that.
Oh, okay, good. But yeah, wait, what was Sting about? Oh yeah, he's built his kitchen because the Earth's a globe.
No, not because I built my kitchen because I needed a goddamn fucking kitchen. I designed it the way that it is, using a globe, so the sun wasn't in my fucking face.
As in, like you didn't want it to be facing the sun at a certain point in the day.
No, not at a certain point in the day. Throughout the entirety of all days throughout the goddamn year. Not just one day, all of them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like if your house is like south facing, then you're never going to see the sun setting, are you? Right? That doesn't require a globe, right?
No, but in order to figure out where to put my kitchen in a large room with multiple fucking windows, I need to know where that light's going to come throughout the entirety of the year. Would you suggest A, I use a crystal ball. B, I use Dave Weiss's app. C, I use a coffee table. Or D, I put my house on a goddamn fucking globe in the latitude, longitude it is, at the axial tilt it is, and progress that through the year so I can see where the sun matches. Now, one of those solutions matches 1 for 1, and I don't get the sun in my eyes. Can you guess which one it is?
Well, yeah, that would work, but you could also use like Saros cycle or any of the other like cycles that have been tracked long before we assumed they were going around a globe. Like we can predict.
Yeah. So the brilliant thing about the Saros,
where the sun is
wait a minute. So So I didn't need to do that. I needed to do it off geometry. In other words, the reality. So I don't. So I. Are you all right, Giggle Monster? You all right?
Yeah.
You're a little man.
You don't need to do that.
I let you get all your point out, and then you just
little
didn't
man?
even let me get my point across, and it's like
no, because I know what you're going to say, and it's bullshit. So the Saros cycle is based on statistical extrapolation. If I want to do that, I didn't. I wanted to use the reality and the geometry of it. Right now, there is only one reality and geometry that fits. That also predicts what the Saros cycle predicts, and that's the goddamn fucking globe. Now, I'm not saying that I couldn't have waited a fucking year and put shadow casting objects up and recorded them on a video camera and then designed my fucking my kitchen, like people recorded the Saros cycle. 100% I could do that, but it's fucking stupid. So I just built a globe and I put my kitchen on it, and everything works fine. So there you go.
Yeah, but the point is that there's many other ways we can do it that don't assume a globe that tilts and spins and wobbles, right? Like so to say that because you used a certain way to do it, it's not exclusive to the point.
Yeah. So I used the flat Earth to do it, and it didn't even predict a single fucking day. What do you suggest I do?
Well, I'd be like,
now, when you said,
well,
if you say to me, well, what height did you have the sun? Well, guess what, motherfucker? From 1 foot off the fucking ground to 12 trillion miles away, and not one of them predicted one day correctly. What do you suggest I use?
I suggest you go and research the many demonstrations that have been done.
You mean take other people's opinions and influence from other people's hearsay? No, I'll do it myself, thank you. I'm not that susceptible to
If anyone is actually interested, the YouTube channel called Joe Hanvey, and he does demonstrations.
Which model? Which of Joe Hanvey's 9 million models?
Because they're all just demonstrations. They're not definitive models.
Oh, that's convenient.
You can't be saying that for serious.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised at you, Gladiator, because you've had this whole conversation with Stingray anyway about the sun and where the sun shines in. You've not once defaulted to, but it's just apparent anyway. Like, why have you not just said the sun's apparent? It could be anyway.
I feel like, are you going to react any different?
Use your hand-vis model to build a house. See what
happens. Like it's not. Sorry, say that again?
So the interesting thing about the word apparent is apparent is just our cognitive, it isn't really in the position that it is geometrically, relationally, right, in space, because optics means it's somewhere else. Now, if we use a word, that word needs to have some meaning. It needs to add something. Can you name something that we see that's not fucking apparent? Because otherwise, you're just making shit up and delaying crap.
No, like
just
apparent,
reflection.
Apparent to the observer, not its actual physical.
Okay, brilliant. Location. So name something that isn't apparent to the observer, please.
Something that is apparent to the observer?
Isn't.
That isn't.
Yeah. So I know what you mean when you say apparent. Give me one thing that's apparent and one thing that's not, please.
Like when there's that famous effect over the water where it looks like boats are flying. Well, obviously we know they're not flying, right?
Okay, so now give me something that's yeah. Right? So give me something that's not apparent. Give me something that's not apparent. Then that's one example. Give me the opposite.
The actual terms called. I'm trying to think, but yeah.
Or are you just adding a word just to be controversial?
No, there's an actual optical
effect.
It's
got no fucking use.
It's called, like, when you look out and it looks like boats are like kind of like really high up above the water, and it's like an optical effect like
yes, so that's apparent. So now give me something that's not apparent, or do you not have anything?
Okay, now you want something that's not apparent. So like when you actually look at it, that's where it really is.
Yeah.
See, man,
yeah, like anything, like I don't know, good something on your table. Look at there's a can
something
on my
table. So pedantically in physics, pedantically in physics, no, it's not there. If we were to be very pedantic about it, it is slightly off from where I'm seeing it.
Okay, well, it's
a tree 30 meters away. I'll see it probably about half an inch out from where it is. If you do the math.
Stand your ground, brother. You don't know what he's going on about.
It's your argument about, like. So your argument's just that everything's in an apparent position?
Yeah, there's not one thing you can say
so we can never
pedantically...
say
Yeah. So the sun is in an apparent location. The tree outside is in an apparent location. The difference between the two is the magnitude of how you would apply Fermat's principle through the atmosphere to figure out where it is truly.
Okay, yeah, so you could say it's a scale then, and something could be in way more of its apparent.
So word salad means words that don't mean anything. Fermat's principle, meaning the French mathematician who worked out refraction through atmospheric gradients, that's not word salad. That's called a genius that did that.
Yeah. What did you want to say about the? What did you want to say about the eclipse, Vale?
Where did the moon come from? Where'd the moon come from? Don't put your hands over your face, mate. I'm telling you, where did the moon come from? So it appeared out of nowhere.
Val, can I ask you a question? Why do you think you couldn't see the moon?
Please explain it to me. What is your explanation?
Despite your delusions, the moon is not self-lit, is it?
No. We believe it is illuminated. But you believe that the moon went in front of the sun.
Okay, so who was right? Because if the moon's illuminated, you would have seen it coming, wouldn't you? And you didn't, did you? Therefore, it's not, is it?
Absolutely.
No, a bigger light would just drown out a smaller light.
Wait. One at a time. Otherwise we can't have a conversation.
Cheers for wait a minute, just 2 seconds. I've got to run. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stingray running.
Whatcat, cheers for... Yeah, I'm not fucking... I've got shit to do.
Stingray running.
He always does. It's his rage bait. He always does.
Wait a minute. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm running from 2 people that think the Earth is flat, and one of them, or both of them, think that the moon hasn't been seen, and everybody else just doesn't realize that that's the problem because they are the pinnacle of human intellect and intelligence. I'm running from those motherfuckers. Yes, bye now.
Mate, you can run. You're a mug.
Yeah.
Let's go. I made Stingray run.
He's a mug.
All right, who's going to defend your pseudo-intellectual spinning globe tilting ball model now?
Mate, there is absolutely no evidence that was the moon that went over the sun the other night.
What was it?
None
No,
whatsoever.
it could have been the moon. Like,
What was it? What was it, Val?
Well, the problem is, right?
Oh yeah, what a shock! Val doesn't answer a question for the 8 millionth time. Have you ever answered a question? You come on here calling other people a mug, and you come up and you can't even answer what that was. You know it weren't the moon. I asked you an outright question, and you just say, "Well, the thing is, just what was it?" Is the question.
Young woman's ringing me from upstairs. What is that all about? Anyway, can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. I've seen 3 of them. The last 2 that I saw, I'm like, it wasn't. Well, the problem is, right, I don't know. But what I don't pretend is that just hanging about what everyone else says it was. Because if that was the moon, mate, come on, Matty. That object moving towards that sun, you're saying is the moon. How come I did not see that moon, even the reflection from the sun?
How is the sun going to put a reflection on the front of the moon when it's behind it?
No. Mate, you can't have that. What do you mean it's behind it? If it's behind it, it will illuminate.
Do you know what a new moon is?
Mate, forget new moon. Forget pagan
the same
nonsense. That is not.
How is that pagan?
That is mate, you're telling me that is 420 million miles away, right?
How does
this
light
object
work?
is going to move in front? Mate, I have to finish first, and then you can destroy me.
Never say anything, Vale.
Mate, the sun is in you reckon the sun is in space, illuminating our whole planet. Then all of a sudden, this thing comes from nowhere, moves in front of it, blocks it out, and then disappears. Mate, even if you sat down and without all your rage baiting, it does not make any sense.
Well spotted.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If that sun was illuminating that globe, because you claim that the moon is a globe, not a flat disc, do you agree?
Hang on a minute. Do you think the moon is a flat disc?
Right, answer my question.
Yes, I think the moon is a sphere. Yes. You don't have to ask me that.
Right, so the moon is a sphere.
So you think it's a flat disc? Can you answer a question just once? Break the habit of a lifetime, Vale.
I asked first.
Stop proving this to be correct. Stop proving it. Answer a question.
Right, the sun is 420 million miles away.
The moon.
As you claim, right?
What shape is the moon?
Rob, I'm going to tell you.
Can you just say flat disc then?
Listen, this is not
rather than going around the houses.
This is me and you. Come on. I'm going to answer you. The sun is 420 million miles away, right? And the moon is a fourth of the size of the sun. And you're claiming that this globe...
You just wake me up when you're ready
moves
to
in front
answer.
of it. Well, I'm answering you.
No, you're not. What shape is the moon?
I literally am answering you.
This is true, isn't it?
It wasn't the moon that went in front of the sun.
What shape is the moon?
I believe that it's more of a illumination rather than a round ball.
What shape illumination?
Not sure. Maybe a deep disc, a 3D. It ain't no ball.
You think it's a disc?
If it was a ball.
So if it's a disc, why doesn't it change shape in the sky as it moves around then? Like any other disc would?
No. So you're saying that your globe moon moves towards the sun and the sun doesn't illuminate it at all?
Yes.
Until it gets in front of it?
No.
Mate, that is bollocks.
It's illuminating the back of it away from us. That's why we can't see it. That would...
Absolute
you literally
nonsense.
could test that on literally anything.
Mate, you are saying that moon moving towards that sun cannot be seen until it literally gets in front of it.
Yes.
Mate, what you're saying does not even make sense.
So why is nobody in the world disagreeing with me other than people like you then?
There's a million... Mate,
so are you the brightest mind in the world? Why has no physicist or scientist said, hang on a minute, why does that... no one's ever figured out what you've figured out? Are you trying to say that to me, Vale?
Okay, so let me tell you this, right? So
please tell me
something on here, right? So you also believe that the pandemic wasn't a man-made situation.
What's that got? You realise that I can't talk about that. If you want to talk to me about that, you can come offline and talk to me about that. I ain't talking about that on TikTok.
Because I'm gonna make my point about it.
No, you're not, because I will kick you if you mention that again, because I will lose my life if you talk about that. If you want to come talk about that, Go listen to my podcast. You'll find out my exact opinion on that. But you don't talk to me about it on here.
Fine. My point about it is that lots of people believed. I'm not going to mention it, but lots of people believed what was the narrative, and now we're finding out that the narrative was utter bollocks. It's exactly the same in science.
Nothing.
Nobody puts their head above the parapet because nobody wants to be called a mug. It is absolute fact. They lose their funding, they lose their capability.
Oh, really?
And they lose their...
Oh, really? Can I ask you a question then on that topic? So why were there plenty of people in the medical profession that were all saying what you're saying? Why were there plenty of them saying that?
They were drowned out,
but there's never... That wasn't drowned out. They was all over everything. Why is there not one? There is not one scientist or physicist anywhere that thinks the Earth is flat. Not one. Why is that?
There is loads of people that believe that the Earth is flat. You only have to go all over.
Why has nobody come out and questioned where the moon was, Vale? Why has nobody come out and said...
I've been watching it all day.
Right,
I've literally been watching it all day. People have been doing their own experiments about how they understand about the black sun, how they understand about the whatever that object was that moved in front of it. Yes,
so you believe something you've never seen, without question. Without question. I've seen the moon.
So you're saying no? Yeah, you've seen the moon, but you ain't seen it moving in front of the sun, mate.
Yes, I have. The other day.
No, you ain't. No.
Someone literally bought a photo. Dan, are you still there? Have you got that photo that you brought up earlier?
You literally did not see the moon move in front of the sun. We were all out there the other day looking at it, and nobody saw the moon.
If I showed you a picture of the moon in front of the sun right now, what will you say?
I've looked at all of the pictures.
Oh, really?
There is
all of
nothing
them?
to say. There's nothing to suggest that the moon.
How do you think the front of the moon towards us would get lit with the sun directly behind it when the light on it is always the sun?
So you're telling me, right? And I know, I actually don't even know if you're a troll or not. When I looked at that the other day, as you did not see the moon before it moved into the shadow of the sun.
Oh, by the way,
you didn't see it.
Yes, I did. And I didn't see it. No, but there's no reason that I would see it. Why are you so thick that you don't understand my point here? I don't understand.
Right.
I didn't say I saw it. Right?
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Now, don't come here with the bullshit. You're thick as shit because you've come on my thing the other day, a few weeks ago, and I brought 4 people up to speak to you, right? And you went away and said, I'm going to look into all of this, and you was all good faith and all that. You ain't looked into none of that. You're bad faith. You've never done anything. You want to believe it because it makes you contrarian. That's the reason you want to believe it. Well, tell me one thing that you looked into when you was on my live the other day. You had Professor Phil Bell talking to you. You had Dan talking to you, and I think you had Dave McKeegan talking to you. I can't remember who else it was.
Yeah,
and everybody gave you food for thought on everything you said. Everything you said, right? And you went away and goes, actually, you've opened my eyes up a bit here. I'm going to go away and look at some of this. What did you look at? What did you look at?
I didn't say open my eyes.
Okay,
I think
paraphrasing along those lines. What did you look at?
I'm saying there's lots of things for consideration, but I cannot physically go to the Antarctic, right?
For fuck's sake.
What is that shit?
So there you go. So you're not going to accept it then. So it doesn't matter then.
It's Photoshop shit.
No, it's not. It's called Earthshine. It's an HDR film.
Absolute bollocks.
Okay. It's not even worth discussing how it's actually created and the difficulty that goes into it. So it's not worth even
explain. I'm interested. I'm genuinely interested.
Go on, explain it then. Go on.
How many? Because
if you do, Val will definitely go away and look into it, wouldn't you, Val?
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Just like the satellite, conversation too.
Yeah, whatever.
So the human eye can only see about 16 to 18 stops of light. That's why it looks like a black disc. When you take a small window and you take a picture and you actually expose it for not only the sun behind it and then another picture of the moon in front of it. Now what you have is you're able to bridge that 80 f-stop gap into an HDR film. This is an HDR photo. I can show you a second one if you want from another one. This was done by a professional photographer in Wyoming in 2017.
That's a cool photo. I mean, I don't have any problem with it personally. Like, wait, Matt, what's your problem with like the idea of the moon going in front of the sun? Like, you do realize that that's not really like exclusive to any model, really. Like,
yeah,
it works on both.
I agree. I don't understand what the flat earthers' problem with the eclipse is. They think there's a moon. They think there's a sun.
Well, no, I mean, we more have contention with like the lunar eclipse because that's supposedly the Earth's shadow.
Yeah.
Like,
but not this.
That doesn't. Yeah, but solar eclipse is fine. Like, I mean, I see the sun and the moon move around me every day, and they're on the same like path generally every day without fail. So it makes sense that if one's going a bit faster than the other, they're going to eventually catch up. And it just so, I mean, it's so funny. It's like you bring this up as like a proof of your heliocentric model, but then let's actually just establish what we're looking at.
Now,
looking at the sun and the moon.
Excuse me, I didn't bring this up at all. Matt did, the veil.
Okay, yeah. Well, generally speaking, a lot of heliocentric proponents will. They'll be like, well, look at the solar eclipse. Well, hold on. The solar eclipse is clear proof that this was like all, well, I mean, the sun and the moon are the same size. Like, look at that photo you just brought up. What are the odds? Like, what are the chances?
They're not the same size.
They look the same size. You guys claim they're not. You guys claim the reason they look the same size is because
I see Spin says call it is pointless
400 times further away. Like,
I tend to agree. Yeah, but so that's not the same size then, is it? So you just completely contradicted.
No, they are. They look the same.
Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah, but that's you guys claim that it's just like a cosmic coincidence that they're the same exact geometric size.
It's not exact.
We have perfect totality. No. In Spain, they saw a perfect.
You're just saying no. You've got
it's just saying no.
Yeah. You're just saying no.
Like objectively, in your model,
no more idea about the size of the sun and the
Val,
moon.
you're disingenuous.
Like, do you know what?
Val, don't try and call me out on anything. You went away from a conversation saying you were going to look into things and looked into nothing. So don't tell me I don't. I just say no. You literally, you spend your entire fucking life saying no.
You're just shaking your head.
Yeah.
You just shook your head.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, you don't know the size of the sun and the moon.
Yeah, you just believe the story you were told when objectively, when we look at it, they're the same size and a solar eclipse.
Someone actually showed me a picture of them with the slightly different size when this came up before.
What do you mean slightly different size?
One of them's slightly bigger than the other in the angular resolution. Sorry?
Yeah, but you don't know that.
What do we need?
Oh, what do you know, Val?
Totality.
Val, what do you know?
I know the same as you.
Really? Yeah, what, nothing?
I know what I can see. I know what I... That does make... Listen, we know the same. We both got our feet on the ground and we
you can't explain sky.
I know
you can't
as much
explain
as you
flights. Nothing works on a flat earth, and you don't care about any of that because you think we should have seen
works on a flat earth?
Nothing. Tell me where. Right. Tell me where the Antarctic South Pole base is. Somebody, please. You can't tell me, can you?
Keep doing that.
Well,
why? Because you can't answer it. Tell me why there's 2 points of rotation in the sky. You can't. And you're not allowed to use that because it doesn't prove anything. No, it just disproves everything you're saying.
No, it doesn't.
That's why you don't want to use it. Well, why can't you answer the questions then, Gladiator? Why do you always move away from it?
I've answered the questions. You
yes.
Don't understand
your answer was everything's apparent. What an answer.
No,
you certainly got me with that one.
No, forget about everything being apparent. Everything is south.
You just can't comprehend the idea that if someone has a different point, if they're looking at an item,
nothing
across from
works.
You, looking opposite to you, everything's going to be reversed.
Nothing works.
Imagine if
everything is north, everything is south.
You know nothing works on any flat Earth. You know you can't point to me where the Amundsen Scott base is. You can't do it. I can. You can't.
It's south of Chile, isn't it?
This is
south of Chile, is it? Oh, is it? Why do people go? So why do people go south from New Zealand to get there then, Val? The other side of that, the complete other side.
Is it south of Chile or is it south of New Zealand?
I'll tell you where it is. South of everything, because this isn't real. It's a globe. So all of these continents are surrounding it. That's the whole point.
You just asked where it was.
Yeah, on there, because you believe this bollocks. So I'm asking you where it is on this. I know where it is on the globe, 90 degrees south.
Okay, so you believe the other bollocks that everything is a globe.
I believe that people that have been there, that work there in the station on the globe exist, yes. There's videos of them there at the time that they are there. People live stream from there.
There's videos of them on a globe?
It doesn't matter if you think it's a globe. There are people there. Where are they on that?
Who's denying that?
Where are they on this? You pair of pricks. Where are they on this?
We keep throwing this thing off.
Fucking hell. He's getting annoyed because we're stupid. That means the Earth's flat. No, it means you're stupid. That's what it means. Tell me where it is. Tell me where it
your
is.
scientific evidence was
you are a disingenuous, lying cunt. You are a fucking liar. An absolute fucking disingenuous liar. You are a two-faced, disingenuous prick. Why do you talk to me and come on here and try and be nice when everything I say to you in good faith you don't even bother looking at all ever? And then you come up and say the exact same shit. And don't think I don't hear you laughing because you're just a fucking troll that don't believe anything you're saying anyway, and you keep giggling every time you say it because you know how stupid it sounds. Right, Val?
No.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that you use the C word. That is unnecessary.
It is.
Matt,
anyway.
Matt, real quick, here you go. Here's lunar eclipses that were taken at different times, at different lunar eclipses, and what do you see? A circle or a shadow.
Yeah, I might as well bring it up because I'm probably going to get kicked now. And Val will go away and he's reported me immediately. I knew he would. Two-faced cunt. Right, here we go. Expand.
Yo, relax, bro. It's not that serious, man. They lied about where we are, but it's not that serious.
I got on all right with him, and he's just a disingenuous prick, so it does annoy me. Because we've had decent conversations for many hours, and he just doesn't ever look at anything. He just comes back and says the exact same shit. And starts calling people mugs on the fucking comment. No, yes, you did. I've got to report him. Fuck off, Val. In fact, Val can fuck off completely.
Yeah, that just reminds me of a lot of Globers.
Yeah, I don't care what it reminds you of. That's a fake laugh, by the way.
It's not.
Yes,
Why does it put... How is that a fake laugh? Why would I fake a laugh?
That's a fake laugh. That's you as well.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, he was a fake laugh. So what you got to say about this picture anyway?
What, the moon...
Yeah.
Yes, moon. It's moon. Okay, and do you see the round circle in the middle? That's the Earth's shadow. What shape is it?
Wait, what am I looking at here?
I've seen this before.
This is multiple. So these are multiple lunar eclipses that were composited that shows you exactly, all look in the same direction with the moon coming from different ways, and you can see how it creates a shadow. What is the shape of that shadow?
What's the shadow? This like circle.
This big black spot in the middle. What is the shape of the shadow where it changes the color of the moon?
Well, this is a circle.
Let me help you. It's a circle.
But I'm really trying to grasp what you're showing me. Like, I actually don't. I don't get it. Like you projected a shadow. What's this shadow on? How did you capture this shadow?
Hold on a second, Gladiator. Is there any flat earthers waiting in the guest box? Because I don't recognise any of the names. If any of you are a flat earther, I'll give you priority. Carry on.
Yeah, this picture makes no sense.
Okay, so and imagine during 3 different eclipses. Okay. That you went outside and you took a picture of the moon and you took stills of the moon as it went across. So the top one is a partial eclipse of a lunar eclipse. Okay. The bottom one is a full eclipse, and the middle one, and the bottom one is also a full eclipse, but at a different part of the shadow. 3 different eclipses all crossing the shadow. And when you stack them all together, what is the shadow that Earth creates?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I don't think it's Earth creating it, but the shadow that we're seeing, that black.
Okay, then tell us what creates it then. The black sun.
No, I just think that's how
a giant parachute.
I think the moon like changes its illumination.
Can I just?
Okay. So the batteries ran out here at the top, except for the little sliver, and then the batteries got.
Run out. I was wondering about the moon phases.
What do you mean the batteries? What are you talking about?
What powers
You
it?
said it's self-illumination. You have to explain why all of a sudden it starts going down illumination. And you have to explain why it's changing color. Then you have to explain why illumination goes up when it's out of the shadow again.
I have to explain why it's changing color?
Yeah, because it's batteries, right? This is the one color, right? This is the color up here. And all of a sudden now it's this color. So does that mean something went in front of it? Did the batteries get low? What happened? You can't just sit there and say, oh, I don't believe it's the Earth's shadow. You have to come up with some kind of explanation, either a belief, make something up for Christ's sake.
That's the funny thing is I'm never gonna have to come up with any explanation.
No.
Yeah, because you make no claims.
Ain't that convenient? Yeah, I know. You're on the brave side, aren't you? I haven't got to say anything. All I've got to do is say that ain't true. I haven't got to prove anything. It's so cowardly and pathetic. You realise that's cowardly and pathetic, right? You realise how cowardly and pathetic that position is. I ain't making any claims. I ain't making no claims. Fucking hell. How lame is that? What a pointless... What a shit argument to go into. I don't make any claims. I'm just going to come here and say no. I don't have to say anything to prove anything. Fucking, why are you doing it then, you knob?
Well, I did make... you asked me what it could be, and then I answered, and you said, what? It'd have to be batteries, that it was self-illuminating?
Yeah.
Like, well, no. Like, what?
So what causes the phases of the moon?
Well, it's just like... I don't know. How am I supposed to know the specific mechanisms behind something like that? Like,
why are they always? Why is the lit side always facing exactly where the sun is?
Why is the moon always facing us? Like,
why is the lit side of the moon always facing exactly where the sun is? Is that just coincidence? It's not the fucking batteries or whatever the fuck you're claiming that it is.
Well, no, I just think that because the sun's a much brighter light source, it can have an effect on how much is getting illuminated from the moon, right?
It's always facing. It's always the bit that's facing the sun, though, isn't it? Strange.
Yeah, to each relative observer, it's kind of like hard to comprehend on a globe, right?
I don't think you're right anymore.
Why would they not be facing the right way?
So everyone imagines the sun everyone imagines that the sun is exactly the way that the moon needs it to be for that bit of the moon to be lit by the sun. Correct? Yeah. So I've got a question here from IC Spin for $2. Says, why does everyone see the same face of the moon? Gladiator, do you have an answer for this? He's gone. See, if we were Gladiator, then we could sit and go, he's ran, he's just ran, he's ran, he's ran, he's ran, he's ran. But he probably had to go.
Look, and I had to bring up batteries just because that was just completely. I mean, all the arguments today were totally destroyed by two pictures of people who are not in this conversation. They're professional photographers who are just trying to get a decent picture of something and show something unique.
Yeah. It must be CGI. It does get fucking frustrating talking to these. I can't stand that Vale. Like, because was you up? We're talking to him with me when he was on my
Yeah, because we were talking about fiber optics, we were talking about satellites, we were talking about all sorts. We were talking about radios and radio horizons.
That just shows you the conspiracy mindset, doesn't it? It's like he can't, no matter what he was told there, and even though he was really pleasant and we all had a decent conversation, he can't even be honest enough to go away and look at the things that we asked him to look at. And I said to him, next time, like, if you're still going to believe this, you're going to need to have an explanation for all of these things we've discussed. I will. Definitely, Matt. I definitely will. And ever since then, he's just got more and more sarcastic and abusive. He comes up here today calling one of the guests a complete mug, like Stingray. This bloke's a mug. And then when I start giving it back, he's like, there's no need for that. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like, you're not even honest enough to address any of the points that I've ever brought up to you in all the conversations that I've had with you. It's just so draining.
Well, and here's the... And it's the thing, it's like we all see the same face. If you're in Australia, you see it upside down relative to Northern Hemisphere, depending on, it's relative. But how can we never see the back of it? If it runs on the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, how does no one north or south of that see the backside of the moon? Why does it not change into an elliptical shape? Why does it not change into any of these things? They have no answer for any of these things. I just showed 2 simple pictures, and it just totally caused them to go completely sideways and say, "I don't make a claim."
Yeah, like they say that with a triumphant tone.
Yeah. You didn't debunk me because I didn't make a claim.
I'm not making any claims.
And I admit, when I showed the moon picture, I got a little heated and didn't explain it the correct way, and I had to take a moment to actually explain it. It's 3 separate lunar eclipses that were shot, and as they come through, they were taking stills as they went through, and then composited them all together so you can see what the shadow looks like.
Rakia, whatever the fuck your name is, I've invited you up about 65 times. Why do you keep chirping away in the chat like you're trying to... I'm not really reading any of your shit. I know that you're trying to be like the brains of the flat earth. So why don't you just come up and say this shit? I know why. That's the reason, isn't it? Right there. That's the reason you won't come up. Because it's funny, because whenever I'm scrolling around TikTok and I scroll past a... Flat Earth Live, it's funny that you're always in it. You're always on the panel and you're always talking. But here, you don't want to talk, do you? Because you can't do it at the moment. Stop inviting me for this BS show. You don't know what you're talking about. Fake laughing emoji whilst having an angry face. Why don't you come up and prove that we don't know what we're talking about? You won't, will you? Because this is true, isn't it? We should be able to see the UK from the Netherlands, according to Professor Rackercunt. Look, if you come, I'll do you a deal, right? I'll be nice to you, and you can have the spooky music while you make your case.
Oh, and by the way, it's C too far with 2 O's. Just make sure that you spell it right.
Yeah. Who is Atlas? The truth will set you free. Are you a flat earther? I don't know. It's the sort of shit that they say. Don't know. Yeah, this is very true. Rakia proves this every time he types and won't come up. Because Rakia will always... He's the first one on the panel on a Flat Earth Live. When it's 9 versus 1, he's definitely in. I'm in! Where are these goddamn globies? Where are they? But here we are. Just me and Dan up here, and we're both clueless. It should be a really easy win for Rakia, but he won't come up.
And Dan just said, as Dutch, we don't acknowledge him.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to working on my thumbnail for my live stream tonight.
What time are you on, Dan?
I'm going to be on around 6. Tonight's not actually a debunking live stream. It's going to be a little bit more of a engineering, but no math. Because someone asked me some questions. There was an article that came out about they want to read. They're looking at redesigning aircraft carriers.
All right.
Because they want to because somebody wants them to look more like World War II aircraft carriers as opposed to 80 years of engineering lessons learned. And also going to talk about like the morale, what happens on an aircraft carrier since I've been on one. And served on one about the USS Lincoln and why it's been at sea for 250 fucking days without a port call. What that does to somebody.
Did you ever put up the footage of the Flat Earth meet with Weiss?
No, because I only have the audio. I do have the visual, but it was taken from the Stages Live, and to be honest, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I'm gonna go, pour myself some Flurf tears from Cape May by doing some of Pookie's. Apparently, Pookie made these same observations, so I'm gonna go down and make them myself and not lie about how high I am and where I am and everything else. And,
yeah, you got to do that. Then don't count unless you lie about the observer height. Come on.
I have a pretty good predictive model that I think it's going to resemble a globe.
Yeah, I've got a good idea about that. Yeah, I'm away from tomorrow as well till Sunday. Up north, ain't going abroad, but supposed to have lovely pissing down rain all fucking week. But there you go. Just thought I'd come on and see some Flurf tears, but but I can't see any Flurf tears because this is true. Right? I think we've made our point tonight. It was funny that I was on it for 1 minute and got 2 reports as soon as this appeared. Anyone in the guest box? That's a Flurf. I wish I could bring up the guest box, but this sucks. Nope, nobody. Right, okay, that'll do me then, I think. I'm going to jump down. If Dan's going to do his thumbnail and go onto his live, I will go and do some packing, etc. And I will be back.
Mine's going to be on YouTube anyway.
Cool. And I'll be back. Oh, appeal got approved. Jesus. I will be back. And this, you see that in the chat. Look at that in the chat. That is Gladiator saying run, laughing emoji.
Yeah.
He's not real. He's a troll. Like I think Matt is just Matt the Val is literally that thick, but I think this guy is a literal troll. He is funny. Right, see you later. Yeah, I can't be doing with Matt lifting the fucking Val. Oh, it's just, people like that piss me off so much. Really piss me off. Like they pretend that they're all about the truth. They pretend that all they want to do is be shown evidence. I want to go back to the globe, but I just can't because no one gives me evidence. So then you give evidence, and then it's like, I'm going to go away and look at this evidence, and all he does is come back, get more and more abusive, more and more cocky, more and more sarcastic, to the point that I can't anymore with him. This is why I don't ever get on with every flat earther I've ever had any kind of relationship with. I literally can't stand now because they do that. Like they pretend they're interested in the truth, presented with evidence. They're not interested at all, and they get more and more what do you call it? Passive aggressive towards you, and I just can't be bothered with it. I'm all out of good faith. Right, cheers everybody. Yeah, what we got? 7,200 people watching. Pretty good. 73. Yeah, give us a like before you go out of there and play us out with something. I think I'm going to do this just to piss everybody off because everybody gets this stuck in their head all the time. Yeah, fuck off, Ludwig.
Solly's on the pavement, counting coins and crumbs. Scrawny little shadow with a mouth that never hums. Lardy's in his bedroom on that tiny kid-sized bed. 35 and sulking with a flat world on his head. Scrolling all day long, thumbs gone numb and sore. Two lost little legends begging TikTok for more. Solly and Lardy, what a pair, what a pair, what a pair. Solly and Lardy, high five the air. Solly and Lardy, all day, every day. Every day, two flat earth clowns in a sad parade. Solly talks big nonsense, but he fades in the rain. Hello, little hero, with a million little pains. Lardy's always sweaty, snack crumbs in his shirt. Mom is down the hallway, he still acts like a flirt. Picture on the wall there, round the world in a lie. He points at it and cheers, like he's wise, like he's sly. Scrolling all day long, stuck in the same old loop. One's got no home at all, one's got a bedroom coupe. Solly and Lardy, what a pair, what a pair, what a pair. Solly and Lardy, high five the air. Solly and Lardy, all day, every day. Every day, two flat earth clowns in a sad parade. One too skinny, one too wide, both convinced they've won. Both just glued to the screen till the day is done. Mom called tea's ready, he says 5 more minutes. Then Solly hits the like and Lardy double dips it. Solly and Lardy, what a pair, what a pair, what a pair. Solly and Lardy, high five the air. Solly and Lardy, all day, every day. Every day, two flat earth clowns in a sad parade. Solly and Lardy, what a pair, what a pair, what a pair. Solly and Lardy, still can't self-correct. Solly and Lardy, spin, spin, fade away. Two two lost buffoons on a sideways day.